Good evening, Thomas County and all the Jacket Nation around the world, and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, where tonight your Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets, undefeated at 14-0, ranked number 1 in Class 6A, will face the 12-2 Woodward War Eagles. They are ranked number 7 in the last poll that was compiled back before the regular season ended. Somebody's going to walk out of here your state champion. Both of these teams have been very impressive in the playoffs against the top competition in the state. Brian, both of them come in here motivated. They are proven, and we'll just have to see what happens.
Well, you come into it with a good feeling that you made it. But we're here with purpose, and I fully believe your Yellow Jackets will come out ready to play. I mean, it's important tonight. Even though we've had so many kinks in the schedule tonight with everything being thrown off, this is by far the latest kickoff I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, no question.
And so now you just got to settle in and play football. Don't get caught up in the motions. Just settle in and play football. I asked Coach in our little coaching show we did last Thursday about what he was going to do this week, trying to keep his kids focused. And he said, you don't change anything. You don't change your routine. Just business as normal. And I believe the Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets will come out tonight looking to take care of business.
And I can tell you that the crowd from Thomas County is massive. Perry had a lot of folks here, but Thomas County Central has brought a crowd very similar in size. Woodward Academy, their crowd is much smaller than Thomas County, but that's to be expected because their school is much smaller. It is a private school from near Atlanta. They have an enrollment of a little over 600 or so. And whenever you look at the enrollment, because of the multiplier that's been employed by the Georgia High School Association, where every out-of-district student counts as 3, that's why they are playing in Class 6A, because that 600 students becomes about 1,800 students whenever you use that multiplier. Woodward is 12-1. They are on an 11-game win streak coming in here. After 3 games to start this season, they were 1-3. Or 1-2, I'm sorry. They won their first game convincingly, but then they ran into a McAllee team from Tennessee that won their state championship last week. And then they lost a 17-10 overtime game against Marist. They have played Houston County. We mentioned that. Houston County, they defeated them 27-7. In the last 2 weeks, they defeated Gainesville and Douglas County consecutively. Both of those teams were undefeated going into those consecutive games. One of the things to remind yourself of is that game, think about those games, and this one moves on. Both of those teams lost their starting quarterback at some point along the line. So that definitely played into it. I feel, though, again, Brian, coming in here, we're healthy, we're motivated. It's a historic opportunity for our team.
When you play this far into the season, injuries always come up, and so far your Yellow Jackets have really maintained your players. You really don't have a whole lot of key injuries, so to speak. You really don't have a whole lot of people out. I want to keep it that way. But you come into it with a good feeling because of what you've done. You're battle tested. You battled some of the best in the state, and now you look to be the best in the state.
Woodward Academy last played for a state championship in 1980. And the only time these two teams have played, as we mentioned earlier, 2002, when the Eric Walden-led Yellow Jackets hosted Woodward in the playoffs early in that playoffs, and we defeated them 38-14. So this is only the second meeting of these two programs. This one by far, of course, the most significant, as both of them look for state championships. Thomas County Central, as you know, last played for the state championship in that 2002 season. Now, we lost that particular year to Thompson 41-27 on a wet, sloppy field up there at the Brickyard in Thompson. The last state championship we won, 1997, 27 years ago. And that was kind of fun today when we had lunch with Joe Burns. You're talking about the MVP of that particular team. He himself said it is time for another chapter to be written in that history. And I totally agree with it.
Absolutely. We went a long time. And you talked about how our first championship and our last championship, the years between, like when the school started, we started playing football, and then to now is very close.
Yep.
And that's crazy in itself to think about.
About 5 or so minutes away from kickoff. And I want to thank all the folks that have been texting and messaging and trying to find out what was going on. We apologize for everything running as late as it has, but there's nothing we could do. The AA state championship with Pierce County and Rockmart ended up going into triple overtime. And because of that, this particular game and the game before ours running significantly late. In fact, almost 2 hours late. So this will be by far the latest kickoff that I've been a part of, at least as far as a championship type game is concerned, not with a lightning delay, at least. Your game time temperature in here is 72 degrees, and there is no threat of rain inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But we want to thank Air Conditioning Technology and Services, Barry McRae, and all the crew at Air Conditioning Technology and Services there on US 19. Proud to support us and always sponsoring our game time temperature. Air Conditioning Technology and Services, 226-7788. Woodward's captains, I think, are coming onto the field down here. To our right side, the Yellow Jacket captains should be making their way onto the field here in just a little bit. What a journey it has been to get to this particular point. As we mentioned earlier, it is hard to think that just 2 years ago we walked off the field in Savannah, Georgia against Benedictine, having lost the most lopsided football game our program has ever lost, 59-0. And since that point, we have gone 26-1 and stand on the precipice here of a historic night in Atlanta. As Trey Brenton, looks like Taiwan Christopher, Caleb Anderson, and Malachi Thomas are coming out as our captains, and the horns start to blow. But this week, we're not right up in the middle of them. And listen to this crowd from Thomas County roar as our players, the captains, come onto the field. And there are still Yellow Jackets coming into the stadium as far as our fans are concerned. We have brought Thomas County up here, Brian.
Thomas County has survived. That is absolutely for sure.
The Yellow Jacket band down there blowing loud and proud, and I think we've kind of got a student section that started down there in the end zone, and that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. The captains will be walking out to the 50-yard line for the coin toss. Now, if you're wondering about crowd-wise comparison between the two, I think Thomas County Central has the Woodward crowd outnumbered significantly.
Yeah. So, one thing, too, we can't hardly tell is they are red, and they're sitting on red chairs, too, so that may distort it a little bit. But I think we have definitely outnumbered them.
The captains are meeting at the middle of the field, shaking hands. And we'll be having the coin toss here in just a second. Woodward Academy's cheerleaders bring their run-through up down here to the right side. Their guys are getting ready to come through it here momentarily. We're watching the coin toss on the big replay board here as the Woodward fans come up roaring for their team.
Woodward defers to the second half, so Yellow Jackets will receive.
So Woodward has won the toss. We will be getting the ball to start this thing. The Yellow Jackets are in the tunnel down here to our left side. That big Thomas County Central Yellow Jacket run through, the reusable one, will be coming up in the air here momentarily. Yeah, Woodward is kind of gathered into a circle behind their run through as the crowd on the Thomas County side erupts as the PA announcer acknowledges our crowd and our team being here from Thomasville and Thomas County. Listen to this crowd. The run through is up. Down on the far end, the horns are blowing. The best of the nest is making their noise, playing down there to the left side, rocking this place, and the Yellow Jackets are about to come through that run through. It's been a long time coming, but here we are. The Class 6A state championship, not 4A, not 5A, Class 6A state championship. As the team prepares to come through it, Woodward comes through theirs on this right end, and the Woodward crowd appropriately reacts. But you just wait here just a moment. Now you're going to hear it for sure. This place is going to explode when the Yellow Jackets come through this one. And our team comes running up to it, and here we go. Look at Caleb Anderson. Number 20 leading the charge, beating himself up as he comes through. I hope he doesn't hurt himself.
One of the most passionate players, I think, in the stadium tonight.
Well, we don't want him concussed. So settle in. Have a soft spot to sit, but have something solid to hold on to just in case. And go ahead and raise those prayers up, Thomas County. This is the time to do it as we get ready to kick off our first state championship game in a generation. The Woodward coaches are meeting with their players, and now they break their huddle. They'll be setting it up to kick off. We'll be dropping Pringle back. Brenton will be dropping back there with him. D. Reddick will be out there as well. And this 6A state championship, delayed for 2 hours, is about to kick off. They will be kicking right to left. I know that makes no difference as far as perspective is concerned, but as far as what we're looking at, it is right to left. Number 81, actually that's 86, Hudson Hanges. He is a senior kicker. He'll be kicking off, and this one's about to go. And listen to the crowd roar. Right foot up under it, we're underway. To the goal line, they'll let him run it out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, 45 to the 50, D. Reddick, 45, down to about the 35, D. Reddick.
Bryce Young called it over here to my right. He found a gap right across the middle. The only man that could drag him down or slow him down was the kicker. But there was a guy that come up behind him, was able to get a hold of D. Reddick. Fantastic. We're talking about it all season long. Your special teams will set you up for success when done right. It's now puts your Yellow Jackets in prime position already on the War Eagle side of the field.
They will spot him. They'll say that he got pushed out at the 40-yard line, and you're right. The kicker had to get him, or otherwise D would still be running. So the Yellow Jackets will start in fantastic field position off a great kickoff return from D. Reddick. Jalen Johnson, the sophomore sensation in the shotgun. 3-man left. Brenton on his right hip. Looks at a 5-man front. Now he shifts Brenton over to his left side. Wants the snap, takes it, goes to Brenton. Right side, 45, 35, 30. Brenton 25, down to the 20, knocked out at the 19, Trey Brenton.
Nice hold and run through right there. On the right-hand side, he got between a gap. Blocks were held excellently, blocked well. And that's what you want to see. If you establish a run game here early, you make it dictate this game. That's first down sponsored by Silver Sand Pro Lakers of Cobra, winning is no accident, 228-99-99.
Jalen quickly in the shotgun, 3-man left, Brenton on his left hip. We flip-flop Malachi from left to right. He looks at a 5-man front, wants the snap. Takes it, goes to Brenton again. 20, 15, Brenton 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown, Trey Brenton!
Woo! Get you some of that, baby. Let's go.
And just like that, it is 6-0 with barely 20 seconds off of the clock.
Special teams, setting yourself up for success from the very start. Quick runs by Trey Brenton. You already have got points on the board.
And now Renault will try an extra point. Morales will hold. I mean, the Fannies haven't even hit the seats, and it's 6-0. Waiting for the snaps. Snap good, kick up, and it is good. 7-0. Let's take a break here on the Pride of Thomas County. This is Central Yellow Jacket football.
Woo! Come on now.
Back to Mercedes-Benz. Jamie Major's about as good a start as we could ask for.
Great return and 2 running plays, and we're in the end zone, Randy. You couldn't have started the game any better than that. Man, what a great job of the offense establishing that.
And your special teams, Brian, again, that kickoff return got you in great position.
We knew that could be a way that you elevate yourself above the competition as you take care of business on special teams. And this is another execution right here. Kick coverage comes into play now.
Josiah Abdullah is back deep for them. Number 13 looks like number 1, C.J. Hurd, as Renault kicks it high, deep down to the 5. That's Abdullah to the 15, running right side. We're going to hit him. He bounces off of us. We knock him upside down to the 16. Clayton Hutto takes his legs out from under him as he tried to run laterally left to right. Hutto dove in there and knocked his legs out from under him at the 16.
Excellent open field tackle. That's what you want to see execution-wise on special teams on both ends there.
And now this defensive line and this defensive unit that has been so impressive this year will step up against this massive team from Woodward. 17, the running quarterback, by the way, is starting this game, Landon Walker, the junior. 2 men right, 3 men left. Watch him run a quarterback draw here. 4-man front for us. He wants the snap, takes it, throws it across the middle of 12. He bounces it on the ground. I don't know if he caught that thing or not. He tried to get it out here to Ben Grice, a senior receiver, out at about the 18, basically a yard, as he flung it out here on a quick hitter on the left side. The ball, I thought, hit the ground, but it didn't, but they say he picked up a yard. So 2nd and 9 off the short gain off the pass to the left side. Threw it 30 yards to pick up a yard. Again, 17, Landon Walker, the junior quarterback, brings his team up. All red tops, silver pants, red tops. Again, they look like Georgia without the stripes on their pants. 2 men left, a man right, a man on his right hip. Sends a man in motion from left to right. That's 13, Abdullah. Takes the snap, drops back across the middle, high and incomplete. Tried to hit, is that 1?
That was 4.
4, okay, that is Jerome Bettis Jr., the son of the famous Pittsburgh Steeler. Overthrew him at about the 25, and it's 3rd and 9. And Woodward here in a 3rd and long. And the Yellow Jacket crowd is about to come up roaring here. Landon in the huddle. They got to get it out to about the 26. Ball sits at about the 17 or so. Actually got to get to about the 26. 3 men right, a man left. 2, Farrington, a junior running back on his left hip. Walker wants the snap, takes it straight back. Looks, throws it across the middle. Caught at the 30, down to the 35. We hit him and knock him down at the 36, but not before he gets a first down.
A slant pass over the middle.
Hit 12, Ben Grice, that senior receiver, hit him at about the 30, and he ran to the 35 and got his first down. You're right.
It was covered well, but he put it in a good spot and executed.
Now Walker quickly lines him up. 2 men right, 2 men left. First down, Woodward from their 35. Lewis Farrington, junior running back on his left hip. He takes the snap straight back with time. Now he looks, has to try to run. We're going to chase him and push him out of bounds at about the 35. No gain. Ran out of bounds basically at the line of scrimmage. Good coverage from the secondary.
We talked about how exponential it was all season long for your defensive line, hurries and passing situation. They may not get as many sacks as other teams, but they put pressure on that quarterback, and that adds up.
3 men right, a man left. 4 over here. Bettis is begging for the play. He doesn't know what the play is. Farrington on his right hip. 2nd and 10. Walker, the junior, wants the snap. It looked like they were moving. He steps back, looks, throws it to Walker coming out of the backfield. Wide open at the 40, at the 45. Well, hit him and knock him out at the 48. There was nobody on that side of the field.
That was a blown coverage, Randy. We had nobody near him. Caleb Anderson was the man creeping up. I don't know if they were trying to protect the run more so than the pass, but that time they got one by us.
Yeah, ran him in motion to the right side, hit him, and there was nobody over there. And now they're at 49. Walker in a shotgun, 2 men right, 2 men left. Again, Farrington on his right hip. We're in a 4-man front, actually a 3-man front. Look at that. He wants the snap, takes it, steps back, looks, throws it toward the sidelines, caught. Again, Grice running out of bounds, a fantastic pass over there. Was there a flag, or are they just saying he stepped out of bounds? Picked up about 3 or so. Give him 4. Quick hitter on the right side. Man, how did he catch that thing? Perfectly thrown to the outside. Over in front of their sideline. He stepped out as he was catching it. Ball now at our 47. 2nd down and 6. Walker, the junior quarterback, splits 2 men right, 3 men left. Empty backfield. We're in a 4-man front. He looks the line over, barks the signals, wants the snap, takes it, steps back, looks, throws it across the middle, caught, knocked it out. Taiwan knocked it out at the 40.
Good play.
Beautiful coverage. Yeah, they tried to hit, I think that was at 11 over on that left side. 14, Ace Albritton, a junior wide receiver, hit him in the hands, but we got there as the ball got there and knocked it out. Now it's 3rd down and 6.
This is twice on this drive. They've been a 3rd and long. See if you can get the ball back.
Well, they're kind of in that no man's land there as far as the punting thing is concerned. Taking a while in the huddle, only 14 seconds on the play clock. Walker splits 2-man right, 2-man left. Farrington on his right hip. 7, 6, 5. He sends a man in motion. 4, 3. Takes the snap, straight back, looking, loads up. He's going to have to run up. We're going to hit him and knock him down to the 50. Caleb Anderson chased him out, and Rubo came and cleaned it up. Loss of 3.
Anderson hits him low and take shoelace tackle. Rubo comes in and cleans it up. We talked about assists, too, how important they are. I'm going to tell you what, your Yellow Jackets have a host of assists on defense, and now you force them into what looks like a punting situation.
The ball back at midfield with the sack. I guess it's technically a sack. D. Reddick stands at our 20. Their punter will punt from his 35, waiting for the snap. 4th and about 10. Still taking their time. Snap to him, good. Right foot up under it. Good kick. D catches it at the 10 to the 15. D running outside to about the 20. Keeps his feet right side. D. Reddick jukes, drives, gets hit and knocked down at the 20. Man, for one split second, I caught my breath because I thought he was about to come out of that mess. But as it is, he fields it cleanly, and we've got the ball at the 20, and the defense has done their job.
Good job by your defense by keeping really everything in front of you except for one play where you had a man kind of busted coverage-wise. But good job by your defense. But pressure on that quarterback, Randy. We talked about how important it is, and you saw it there.
Jamie, let's try you on that end down there. Your defense comes up big.
Great job. We gave up, but we were able to get adjusted in there, and a great job by the defense.
Jalen in a shotgun, 3-man left, a man right. Brenton on his left hip from our 20, takes the snap, goes to Brenton, tries to run him up the middle, and they go head up with him there at the 18. 4 or 5 red shirts knock him down. Loss of about a yard. Tried to run him off that right side, and there just wasn't anything there. Loss of actually 2. It'll be 2nd down and 12 now back from the 18. 8:54 on the clock. Central leads at 7-0 here in the first quarter, and we quickly line up. Jalen with 2 men left, 2 guys to the short side of the right. Brenton on his right hip. They sneak up in a 7-man front. Look at that. Jalen claps the hand, tries to bring him across, but sends Malachi in motion. Steps back, looks, throws it, little screen thing. Somebody, I can't tell who it is, gets hit at the 30 or the 26. Was that Pringle? Picked up about 8. Tried that little tunnel screen from the left slot. He picked up about 8, running right up the middle, so it's going to be 3rd and short. Ball at the 26, and we got to get to about the 30, so it's 3rd and about 3.5 or so.
And Ronald McDowell comes in, and appears we're going to put in the big package.
Brenton on his right hip. Jalen in the shotgun, 2-man right, nobody left. We need 3. Flip-flops Malachi from right to left. Jalen takes the snap, goes to Brenton, and now flags fly as they're going to hit us and knock us down. We didn't get the first down, but flags were flying before the ball was ever snapped. Now the question becomes, can they decline that penalty? I'm not sure they can.
Illegal shift on us. But because it happened before the play, I don't think they can they?
I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. We're watching the officials. They probably will decline this if they can. Let's see what happens here. The head official's going to give us the signal. They say illegal shift on us, and it is declined. So they have stopped us, and we will punt. We maybe picked up a yard, if that. So 4th down and about 2 or so. Ball sits at about the 27. And Hayden Morales will come in for his first punt. Back deep for them, 12, Ben Grice. He's a senior wide receiver cornerback, waiting for the snap to Morales. Snap to him, pretty good. Gets his foot up under it. High, booming kick. Fair catch called for at the 34. Fantastic kick from Hayden Morales. And Woodward will come back on the field. 7-0 Yellow Jackets. 7:46 in the first quarter.
Your defense did a great job the first drive for Woodward, keeping everything in front of, not really letting anything get past them. And that's what's important here with these talented wide receivers, is you kind of keep an eye on everything at all times, but just trying to keep it within reason. And that kind of just, it worked out there for us on that first drive. You kind of try to have to do it again. Appears somebody's calling a timeout.
I'm not sure if they call timeout or this is a TV timeout, but there's a timeout.
I see a man with a red hat
yeah,
down there.
We'll take 1, 2, 30 seconds here. Stay tuned. This is the pride of Thomas County. This is Central Yellow Jacket football. Thank you. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Jamie Mader's down there. Their defense bows their back, but now our defense back on the field.
Absolutely, man. I'll tell you that. Their defensive front, they brought a few more people up there that time after we had the success running the football on the first drive. So we'll have to make some adjustments ourselves.
Now Woodward's offense will come back on the field. They've had the ball one time. And again, those of you tuning in late, everything's late.
Yeah.
This game was supposed to kick off at 7 o'clock, but because the AA state championship ended up going into triple overtime, this game was about 2 hours late getting started. So we are literally in the middle of the first quarter. Woodward from there on 34 or so. Walker, the junior quarterback, now has Farrington, the junior running back, behind him. He's got 3 men split left. Nobody split out right. We're in a wide 5-man front with Devin Ross up on the end. Walker puts Farrington out toward the right side of his hip, sends Grice in motion from the left side, takes it. He's going to run it to him right side. We're going to come up and hit him and knock him down to the 36. He picked up maybe 1.5 yards, maybe 2. That was Farrington. Kind of run a sweep from the right side back to the left. Defense diagnosed it. Got about 1.5 yards, second down and a long 8. Clock under 7.5 here in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets lead at 7-0 off a great kickoff return from D. Reddick, and we just marched down the field behind Trey Brenton and got that touchdown to start the game. Walker, the junior quarterback, splits 2 men right, 1 man left. Farrington behind him. He moves him over to the right side. We're in a 4-man front. Sends Grice in motion from left to right. So essentially 3-man right. Walker takes the snap, steps back, looking with time, with pressure, throws it back across the middle, incomplete. Tried to hit Grice on this far left side. It was thrown behind him, and he had to lay down to get it. He had pressure. Walker had to get rid of it. The incompletion will bring up 3rd down now at about 8.5. Grice, again, who was over on that right side, ran to the far left side, and he tried to throw it to him, but it was too far behind him. And he had to lay down trying to catch it back across his body and couldn't pull it in. So another 3rd and long. They got to get it out to about the 44, and the ball sits at about the 36, between the 36 and 35. 2 men left, 2 men right. Walker in a shotgun. Farrington on his left hip. We're in a 4-man front. Walker wants the snap, takes it straight back. With time, now we're pressure. He's going to try to run. We're going to hit him and eat him up.
Rumbo, first man there. We knew this quarterback can be dangerous with his legs. You kind of have to put a spy on him to watch him if in case he does it. But Rumbo, I'm tell you what, I hate to know he was the one spying on me.
Yeah, and Cam Brooks was in on that tackle too. Loss of 1 yard, so technically a sack if you want to call it that. Now Trey Pringle's going to come in for the punt return. The punter for Woodward, what number is that, guys? Is that 81?
81.
Jonah Bloom stands at his 20, waiting for the snap. We've got the line loaded up. Snap to him. Good. We blocked it. It's on the ground. At the 20, we blocked it.
Walter Reddick, Randy, come in both hands. He thought he was going to have plenty of time, but Walter Reddick come in untouched. It was like nobody even picked him up.
So we have created an opportunity.
Special teams so far tonight. The little things done right make the big things happen.
Jamie, there are 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams, and your special teams are showing out.
Absolutely. We get a great kick return on the first, and then we get a great punt block right there.
And we will have it at their 21.
Now, it's important when you get gifts like this, these teams, as talented as they are, you have to take advantage of them.
Ahmad Ponder has come in at running back. Jalen in a shotgun, McDowell in that joker position up on the right. Two men split wide right. Now we flip-flop Malachi and McDowell to the left. They're in a four-man front. Jalen takes it, goes to Ponder left side, 20. Ooh, he slips and falls, and he had a hole on that left side.
Yeah, one guy in a red shirt come up, hit him low as he was trying to get through and run behind a block. Had he not got him, though, man.
He picked up about 1.5 feet, but he had a corridor in front of him if he could have got it past that first guy. Ball's at the 20. Jalen in the shotgun, two men right. Ponder on his right hip. Wants the snap, takes it, fakes it to him, rolls right. Looking, throws it across the middle. Malachi, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown, Malachi!
Slant over the middle. He picked him up. Right in perfect stride. Man, we talked about it, how important it is when you hit your wide receivers in stride. And I'm going to tell you, you can't get any prettier than that.
Jalen rolled right. The pressure created a situation for the defensive backs. They had to come up on him. Because if he had taken off and run, he could have run it in. And that created that corridor for Malachi running left to right, and he hit him perfectly in stride. It's 13-0. Snap, good. Kick up from Renault, and it is good. 14-0. Let's take a break. Here on the Pride of Thomas County, this is Central Yellow Jacket football.
Come on. Don't let up.
Just keep your foot on the pedal. Just keep your foot on the pedal. I'm going to come back, go to Jamie.
Okay.
10 seconds, Jamie. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Jamie Mader's perfection from Jalen Johnson and Malachi Thomas.
What a great throw that time. Malachi catches the football and gets it in the end zone. And Randy, I'll tell you, he had all the time in the world. Offensive line gave him plenty of time. He was able to roll out and catch Malachi. Great job, and Malachi knows what to do.
Oh, absolutely. Now Renault will kick. Two men back deep. Again, I think that's Josiah Abdullah. He's a junior. C.J. Hurd running back. Renault, right foot up under it. Deep kick. Down inside the 5. He fumbles it. Picks it up at the 1. Tries to run up the middle to about the 10. To about the 15. We're going to eat him up at the 15. The swarm. 6 white shirts.
Cam Brooks was the first man to hit him.
I don't know. Caleb Anderson's got him in his hands, dragging him backwards.
Man. But it went right over his head, and he's lucky that it didn't go bouncing towards the end zone.
He misjudged it. He thought it was going to come down at about the 5. It actually came down at about the goal line, and it bounced off his hands. He had his head, again, his hands up above his head trying to catch it.
And it bounced back towards him when he turned around. Lucky.
So they'll have it at their 15. Walker, the junior quarterback. Farrington, the running back. Junior on his left hip. 2 men left, 2 men right. Sends motion over to the right. That's Farrington. Walker now sends Geis in motion from left to right. Wants the snap. Takes it. Steps back. Throws it wide right. He's going to get to the 20. We hit him and knock him down at the 22. That was Taiwan Christopher coming up, hitting 13. That's Abdullah. Junior wide receiver picked up about 6 on the quick flare out.
And he had blocking in front of him, which will allow him to stunt. We will get a couple more yards.
Second down and 4. 5:10 on the clock, first quarter, 14-0 Yellow Jackets. 2 men left, 2 men right. Walker in a shotgun. Farrington on his right hip. We're in a 4-man front. He barks the signals, wants the snap. Takes it straight back. He's got time. Double pumps. Now he's going to try to run. We're going to hit him, knock him down at about the 25. He came close to the first down. Had to get to the 25. He may be an inch short. I'm not sure. Now they're going to say first down.
Okay.
So first down, Woodward. Again, good coverage from the secondary. Walker, who is the running quarterback for him, saw that he had nowhere to throw it, took off and ran it for 5 yards and got his first down. So Walker looks to the sideline, gets his play. Ball now at their 25-yard line. Clock running, 4:32 and counting down in the first quarter. 2 men right, 2 men left. Farrington on his left hip as the horns blow. Walker in a shotgun. 4-man front for us. He wants the snap, takes it straight back. Looks, throws it across the middle. Caught at the 40. We're going to hit him and knock him down at the 41. D. Reddick had to come up and make the tackle, but not before a pickup of about 16 yards.
That was 12 for them. That's Geis. He got in front of D. Reddick, and D had him covered, but the quarterback put the ball in a spot where only he could catch it. It was a good pitch and catch, and it was well covered, but they just executed.
Well, we blitzed, too, and they picked it up. And now at their 41, Walker with 2 men right, 2 men left. Wants the snap, takes it straight back. Double pumps, loads up, throws it down there deep over his head at the 35. D. Reddick had coverage, but he was open.
Yeah, he was.
That was 11 Roman Stamps, a 6'1", 175 senior, running along our sidelines, and I think the double pump kind of threw us off a little bit, and he had some room, but he overthrew it.
Well, he had to get rid of it, too. He had pressure coming in on the outside edge.
2nd and 10 from their 41. 14-0 Yellow Jackets here. But don't you think it for a second, that's not going to hold.
No.
Walker in a shotgun, Farrington behind him. 2 men left, 2 men right. Now he puts Farrington in the slot over on the left, so an empty backfield. Sends Geis in motion from the left to right. He wants the snap, takes it straight back with time. Now with pressure, we hit him and eat him up, Cam Brooks. Loss of 4. And there's another sophomore sensation. Cam Brooks, who came off that left side. And it'll be 3rd down and 14.
He is so quick. He is just off the ball. Speed is unreal. And I know it's got to be hard to block him because of how quick he is, but he's also massive. That's what makes him so interesting.
Well, he's gained 15 pounds over the season, too, so he's up at about 255. 3rd and 14. The crowd comes up roaring. 3 men right, 2 men left, empty backfield. Walker, the junior, with 5 seconds on the play clock. 3, 2, 1, 0. He got the snap off. He steps back, throws it across the middle, caught at the 45, at the 50, at the 45, 1st down. On that slant, again.
That 12 was a player.
That's Grice, again, over and over and over again. Ben Grice, 6 foot 180. He's a senior wide receiver. They needed 14, and they get it all the way down to our 45.
He is impressive. He's able to run routes to a T and basically just keep himself in between defenders. I don't know if we're playing man-to-man or zone. It looked like zone there as far out as he was with nobody on him.
They were a millisecond from a delay of game penalty. Walker in a shotgun. 3 man right, man left. Farrington on his right hip. Takes the snap. Goes to Farrington. Runs him up the middle. Gets about 4 or so, about 5. Running straight up the middle. Between left guard and tackle there. Zeke Bogan makes the stop. Clock at 2.5 minutes in the first quarter, 14-0 Central. But Woodward moving the ball a little bit here. Walker barks out, calls the play out to the right side. Farrington on his right hip. Some confusion as they're trying to get the play lined up. 15 seconds on the play clock. They're still trying to get it lined up. 10 seconds on the play clock. Walker settles in. With 5 seconds on the play clock, we shift. He takes the snap, steps back, throws it out in the flat. We catch him, and he gets by. No, we knocked him down. Caleb Anderson, fantastic play. He had him one-on-one out there, and he had to make the tackle.
What happened? He hit him high, and he slipped underneath him. But a second effort by Anderson that time, it gets him low and is able to drag him down.
And he didn't pick up an inch, and he was all by himself in the flat, and Caleb closed it down. So now here's 3rd down. Actually, he lost about a yard. 3rd down and a long 5. 2 men right, 2 men left. Farrington on his right hip, ball at our 40. We shift, he wants the snap, takes it straight back with time, and now flags fly. They moved. Procedure on Woodward. That'll back them up 5. Now, I'm not going to say the horns had anything to do with that. But for the 3rd consecutive game, teams that don't have procedure penalties just have had procedure penalties.
Well, there's the horns or not. I'm sure the horns aren't hurting.
So it'll be 3rd down, basically 10. 85 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. Now they'll start the clock running. Walker will split 2 man right, 2 man left. Farrington on his left hip. They need 10. We're in a wide 5-man, 6-man front. Walker looks at it. Wants the snap. Takes it straight back with time, with pressure. We're going to run off of it. He's looking. We're going to hit him. He bounces off of us. He throws it down the middle of the field, up in the air. Oh, almost intercepted. Huddle almost intercepted it, but it's incomplete. He just flung the ball.
Yeah.
And we almost stepped in front of it. But as it is, 4th and 10, and they'll punt.
Yeah, he was trying to get rid of it last-ditch effort because he had a host of white shirts coming in pursuit, and he was pushing towards the sideline, and he knew if he stepped out, it was going to be a pretty big loss.
He had to get rid of it.
Yeah, but that almost turned into a massive play for the Yellow Jackets, but I'll take it incomplete.
D. Reddick drops back to our 10. The punter for them stands at his 40. We've got the line loaded up. Snap to him, good. Gets his foot up under it, shanks it off the right side. Get out of the way, guys. It goes about 30 yards off the end zone, on the sideline to the right. They're going to spot it at the 40. Well, no. Now the back judge comes up and spots it at the 30. So the defense holds, and we have a 15-yard punt. And the offense will come back on the field.
Now, the last time your offense had it on our side of the field, we went 3 and out. We scored on 2 drives that were already in Woodward territory thanks to special teams plays.
Yeah, we had a long kickoff return from D. Reddick to start the game, and then we blocked a punt. And both of those put us in deep, and we were able to score on those. But here we are now at our 30. Jalen splits 3-man right as Petrie, Abe, and Pringle. Brenton on his right hip. They're in a wide 4-man front, but they sneak a guy up on that left side. Jalen takes the snap. He's going to pitch it out to Brenton right side. Gets a little bit of a block, but not enough. They hit him at the 30 and push him backwards. 4 or 5 red shirts. They snatch his helmet off. And they threw a flag.
Yep.
They grabbed him around the headgear and pulled his helmet off. So you're probably going to have some sort of face mask or something here, I would assume.
It's definitely going to be a personal foul.
And Trey will not have to come out. The head official will give us the signal. Personal foul, face mask on Woodward, and that'll move it out to the 45. 40 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets lead at 14-0, and that personal foul's giving us another big first down. Tried to pitch it out to Brenton on that right side. There wasn't any much. Well, I don't want to say there wasn't anything there. He got a little bit, but not much. And then in the process of tackling him, they snatched his helmet off. So here we are at our 46. Jalen in the shotgun, 3-man left, takes the snap, goes to Brenton, bounces all people, and again, 3 or 4 red shirts just eat him up there on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're loading the box now. They didn't do that very first drive, but now they're saying, okay, if you're going to run the ball, you got to run it through half the team.
Well, and this is what we expected to see from them. We expected to see them stack the box and try to take away the run. So let's see if we adjust to that. That may be the last play of the first quarter. 10 seconds on the clock. And your Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets lead the Class 6A State Championship 14-0. Let's take a break. We'll be right back here on the Pride of Thomas County. This is Central Yellow Jacket football.
One down, 3 to go, boys. Come on.
Yep. We're going to have to change what we're doing, though. Yep.
Yeah. And you got to have drives. You got to be able to sustain drives.
That's okay. We can throw it. 10 seconds, Jamie. Try to go to him. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, 14-0. Jamie Maters, so far so good.
Good. Got out first quarter, doing a great job. So, you know, it's got that big fast start. That's exactly what we're looking for.
I do think, though, again, Brian, as you were pointing out, they're starting to run some guys up there and loading that box up. They may start forcing us into airing the ball out a little bit.
Well, their goal here is just to take away we're really balanced, but we do lean towards the run game. We're not a run-based offense by no means, but you're comfortable throwing. That's what you feel okay with. You just got to execute. You got to be able to get the passes to them, and you got to be able to hold on to the ball when they get there. So that's the main thing here. If they force you to pass the ball, just execute. Those intermediate stuff, make them back up a little bit and see if that run game opens up later on.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 for us whenever we come back onto the field. Ball will be at our 46-yard line. Bryce, that thing is still recording, isn't it? Look on the lower left-hand corner. Numbers turning there by the record button, just making sure. Okay. Good deal. Thank you. First quarter stats.
Okay.
And we'll get to those. Actually, if you want to run through them real quick.
Let's see.
Well,
First downs, Yellow Jackets got 4. Woodward's got 5. Passing yards, 29. Thomas County, 77. Woodward. And we are 9 plays for 70 yards. They are 20 plays for 79 yards.
They had 20 plays in the first quarter?
By Woodward, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That first drive they had was a
yeah.
very, I mean, they actually, their third down conversions, that's what I wanted to see. They're 2 for 5 on third downs right now.
Yeah.
13 passes.
Wow. That's a little surprising. 14-0, though, we lead it. Second down and 10 for us from our 46. TV holding us up. Again, the game on Georgia Public Television. Thanks to everybody listening all over the place and all those messages from everybody. We love hearing from you. Jalen will bring the team in. Pringle's going to be out here on the left side in the slot. Petrie wide left. Abe wide right. Brenton back behind him.
What did he say?
I'm not sure. Something about the horns, I think. And the horns start blowing, which we don't need to do that while we've got the on offense, by the way.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm not sure what just happened. Jamie, I'll come to you to say we couldn't understand what they were saying. Jalen in a shotgun. Brenton back behind him. Man right, 2 man left. Jalen takes the snap, runs left side, reverse to Pringle, and they've got it executed, but he throws it down the field and we fall down. Abe fell down. We tried the pass. We handed it to Pringle on a reverse. He ran right side and he was going to try to throw it to Abe, and Abe stumbled back behind the play. And he was open, but he just could not keep his feet.
Jamie, we'll come back to you in a second after this one.
Quickly, we line up. 2 man right, 3 man left. 3rd and 10. Jalen in a shotgun. Wants the snap. Looks the line over. Takes it. Straight back. With pressure. Looks, runs left side. Jalen 50. Jalen 45. Jalen 40. 35. Jalen 30. Down to the 25. Steps out of the 20. Jalen Johnson.
Fantastic run by Jalen. We talked about how important it is for him to decide when he needs to keep it, take it, and run, and when he needs to be able to sit in the pocket. That time was the right call, obviously, because he just made a massive play there on 3rd and long.
He felt the pressure, and for one split second, I thought they had him, and he ran out of it, and all the way down to their 18. 2 man right, 3 man left, and now they were in that triangle thing that we tried, but now he'll run him back to the line. Brenton on his right hip. Takes the snap, goes to Brenton, bounces off somebody, hit down at about the 18. I don't know if he picked up anything. Maybe picked up a yard. Their defensive line is controlling that line of scrimmage right now. Give him a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ball down there at about the 17. 2 man right. Brenton on his right hip. Again, that's Pringle and Jay Jones wide right. We flip-flop Malachi and McDowell from right to left. At their 17, Jalen takes the snap. Fakes it to Brenton, looks across the middle. Call! 5, 4, 3. Pringle down to the 2.
Man, caught him on a little post. He was coming over. Maybe it was more or less a slant.
Slant.
Right at the right time in stride. That's how you have to catch those slants, is in stride, because that's so important. Otherwise, if you ain't running, that means the guy behind you he's going to sneak up and get it.
Ball at the 3. We bring the big package in with our line. Jalen takes it, runs it left side, bounces, drives. Jalen down to the 1. Oh. He's right on top of it. He had 2 guys in front of him, Hires and Malachi. And we'll quickly line up. We've got Hires in there as kind of that joker position. We're at their 1. Jalen wants the snap, takes it, keeps it, runs in. Touchdown, Jalen Johnson. And it is 20-0.
I know you may prohibit the noisemakers, but you can't prohibit touchdowns. And I think that's what that was.
Jamie, did you hear what they announced a minute ago that our fans got so upset about?
They were 15 yards using those.
Personal foul, 15 yards for using those?
That is when you score.
Wow.
Wow.
We'll try an extra point. Morales will hold, snap, set down, kick up by Renault, and it is good. 21-0. Let's take a break here on the Pride of Thomas County. This is Central Yellow Jacket football. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, 10:33 on the clock in the first half, 21-0 Thomas County Central. And Brian, what we were talking about in the break, Jalen, people forget that he's a sophomore. He's learning how to do what we just saw him do.
We have seen him over this year really just develop in front of our eyes. We knew he was special when he started, but I'm going to tell you what, the longer the season has gotten, the better he is. And I'm going to tell you, that run right there is something that we've been waiting for him to do all season long. When nothing's on downfield, just take it and go. And boy, he took it and he went.
Well, and two, all of the college scouts that are here are going to be salivating with what they're seeing from him. And now Renault will be kicking off. He'll run up to it, right foot up under it, high, deep kick in the end zone, touchback. And they'll start at their 20. 21-0 here. But don't take your foot off of the gas pedal.
Don't get lulled to sleep here at all. You're playing a good game, but you got to keep playing a good game because this game has got 3 more quarters to go.
Yep, you're right.
Or 2 apiece.
And this is an explosive team.
Yeah.
Although, it must be said, they hang their hat on their defense. Their offense is capable, but their defense is elite, is the way they look at it. So back from their 20. Walker, the junior quarterback, 2 men left, 3 men right. Empty backfield. We're in a 4-man front. The Thomas County crowd comes up roaring. He wants the snap. Snap to him good, dropping straight back. Looking with pressure. We hit him and eat him up at the 5, at the 3.
19, Walter Reddick again, Randy.
Reddick, who blocked the punt earlier. All the way back to the 5, a loss of 15 yards. He never saw him coming. And that defensive front that has just wreaked havoc, they'll move it all the way up to the 10. What the heck is that?
What?
How can it be at the 10? 2nd and 20. I don't understand that. We tackled him at the 3.
Because he went to move up when he was at the 3, so that should reinstate forward progress from there.
Yeah, Walker with 5 seconds on the play clock. A man on his left, 2 men left, 2 men right. 2, 1, takes the snap, dropping straight back. With pressure, we get him up again! Reddick! Walter Reddick! Back in the 4. And this time they'll spot him at the 4. If they don't do it the first time, we'll do it the second time. 3rd down and about making to go here. They're going to have to find Buc-ee's to get the first down here.
Well, for the first time in a long time, I hope we don't see it.
You're right. Walker in a shotgun. 2 men left, 2 men right. Farrington on his right hip. 3rd down and 27. He's in the end zone waiting for the snap. Takes it straight back with time, throws it out to the left side, caught it at the 10, runs to about the 15, will hit him and knock him down to the 18, but he's about 12 yards short of it. What a series from Walter Reddick. Everybody talks about Cam, and deservedly so, but there are other guys on that defensive line.
Well, when you have to block Cam with 2 guys most of the time, that's what frees up a lot of space for these other guys, because then they can really come off the ball, hit their blocker, and get around them. And that's what you saw from Walter Reddick back to back. He is so physical and just a man. I'm going to tell you what, a senior football player for Yellow Jackets.
D. Reddick stands at the 50. We've got the line loaded up. Their punter stands at his 5. 4th and 12, waiting for the snap. Snap a little low. He'll get his foot up under it. End over end thing over here on the right side is going to hit at the 50, rolls down across the 45 to the 40, down to about the 36, and that's where we'll have the ball. So he got it out of there. But the defense does their job.
Man.
And now your offense will come back on the field.
Again and again and again. We'll say it all night long as this keeps up. You got to execute. You got to do not take your foot off the gas.
Well, 21-0. I'm not going to complain, but you're right. Make a statement.
You can't help. You can't help but remember what happened to you last year. And these
That's
kids,
right.
And this coaching staff and these fans don't want to ever see
Absolutely. So from our 36, the offense will come back on the field 21-0 with 8:05 in the first half, and I think they have called a timeout. Timeout on the field. We'll take 1-2. 30 seconds here. Stay tuned. This is Central Yellow Jacket football. Back to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Jamie Majors along the sidelines. This defense, my goodness.
They play Randy for sure. I just got to get a spot. When it picks up, I'll talk.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
Anyway, man, what a great job. But they had stopped the game earlier and said that they would issue a 15-yard penalty if it didn't stop. Robin Hines walked out and said they had to stop blowing the horn.
Well.
So, I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is.
Listen to this Thomas County crowd. Horns or no horns. 21-0. Your Yellow Jackets lead it. 8:05 in the first half. Jalen has him in a shotgun. 2-man right, a man left. Ahmad Ponder then on his right hip. 4-man front for Woodward. Waiting for the official to let him go.
There we go.
And now they'll let him go. Jalen in a shotgun, the sophomore sensation. Pringle in a slot on the right. Abe left. Petrie wide right. We flip-flop Malachi from right to left. Jalen wants the snap. Takes it. Gives it to Ponder left side. Gets a little bit of a block. Drives down to about the 39 or so. Picked up about 3, and that's about it. Trying to get some sort of push. And we'll quickly line up. Brenton comes in now. 3-man right. Brenton on his right hip. Jalen quickly in the shotgun. Looks at a 4-man front. Now they sneak him into a 5-man front. He takes the snap. Quickly he's going to take it, try to run. Bounces all people. Jalen gets hit and knocked down at about the 40. Maybe picked up a yard, if that. No, they'll say he picked up nothing. It'll be 3rd down and about 7. Jalen will quickly line them up. We got to get it to the 46. 2-man right. Abe left. Malachi now in the slot on the left. Brenton on his right hip. Claps the hand. Tries to draw him off. It doesn't work. Looks to the sideline. Gets the signals. Brenton on his right hip, by the way. Jalen with 5 seconds on the play clock. Claps the hand. Takes the snap. Steps back. Looks. Got pressure. Runs over there. They're going to eat him up. Back at the 28.
No blocking in front of him. He was trying to find something downfield. When he moved out of the pocket to the left, that red wave just come over him. There's nothing he could do.
Loss of about 9. And it'll be 4th down and about 13 or so. And now Morales will stand at our 17 to punt. Grice stands back at his 35. Snap to him good. Morales, booming kick. Fair catch called for at the 30, and that's where they'll have it again. Hayden Morales with a fantastic boot down there.
It's a good punt.
And Woodward will start back inside their 30 once again. But you're right. Jalen that time, just too much pressure around him.
I don't know if you see these orange shirts staggered about, but that is crew that are taking up horns that are being blown.
Yeah, I see that now. Okay. Interesting. So they let him in with them, But when they actually use them, you can't do it, although other teams have had them in here.
Hey.
But not in these numbers, I guess. Walker, junior quarterback, 3-man left, a man right. Farrington on his right hip. He wants the snap, takes it straight back. With time, with pressure, a little screen pass, off the ground, incomplete, and man, he had to get rid of it. We were eating him up. Caleb Anderson back at the 12 picks him up as we were cracking him into the ground at about the 14. He had to get rid of it.
The pressure on the quarterback so far tonight, Randy, has been elite.
Yes.
And like it has been all season long.
Coming from all angles,
you
too.
Can't expect anything less. And that's the particular thing you see is because they don't know where it's coming from, because it comes from all angles, because we don't have just the one isolated man on defense.
Walker now 2nd and 10. 2-man right, 2-man left. The Thomas County crowd roars. Wide 4-man front for us. Walker with a man on his right hip wants the snap. Dropping straight back. Throws quickly across the middle. That's Grice. We knock him down at the 32. D comes up and hits him after about 4. And it'll be 3rd down and about 6. Real quick hitter right across the middle. Close to 7. It's way more than 3rd and 5, as the guy on the PA announcer was yelling there a second ago. It's 3rd down about 6.5. 2-man right, 2-man left. Walker in a shotgun. Farrington on his right hip. He needs about 6. We're in a wide 4-man front. Grice in motion from right to left. So 3 men essentially left. Takes the snap, and they were moving. Oh, they called timeout. They had a back moving before the ball was snapped, and I guess it's fortunate for them because they were calling timeout. Timeout on the field. We'll take 1, 2. 30 seconds here. Stay tuned. This is Central Yellow Jacket football. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, 21-0 here with 6:08 to go in the first half. I want to thank Brian Gaines State Farm Insurance Scoreboard, or Brian Gaines State Farm Insurance, for sponsoring our scoreboard through the course of the season. We don't have any scores tonight other than ours, 21-0. But we want to thank them for making that possible through the year, for us to be able to keep all of our fans up to date with the scores all over the place. But right now, the only score that matters is Thomas County Central 21-0 here with 6:08 to go in the first half. So far, so good, Brian.
I'm going to tell you, your defense has really played well. They've just been all over the field.
Well, special teams and defense. I mean, that's the story of it.
Your special team sets you up to be able to make plays. That's so important. There, very start of the game, we set it off right on the right foot. D. Reddick nearly takes it all the way to the house. Then a block punt by Walter Reddick sets you up again in scoring position, and then we go downfield and score another. So, I mean, I'm exceptionally happy with how we have played up to this point in this ball game. And you got a really big down here.
3rd and 6. Walker splits 3-man left. Farrington on his left hip. We shift into a 5-man front. Now he moves him to his right hip. Now moves Grice in motion. He wants the snap. Takes it. Steps back. Looking. Long time. Throws it across the middle. Caught at the 45. We're going to hit him. He runs through us down about the 50. But it's a first down. Hit 13, and that is, that's Abdullah, Josiah Abdullah. Hit him right across the middle, and he had to get rid of it. Again, we had pressure all around him, but again, a first down. So for 3rd and 6, they get it out to the 50. They run a guy in from wide off the sidelines. 15 seconds on the play clock, by the way, and they haven't broken the huddle. Keep an eye on that. 12 seconds. They finally break the huddle with 10 seconds. Splitting 3-man left. 4 out here by himself to the right. That's Jerome Bettis. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Too much time. Too much time. There's the flag. What? Thank goodness. I was about to jump out of this thing.
Don't.
No, I don't need to do that. Too much time on Woodward. That'll back him up 5. And it'll be 1st and 15.
Well, they can't say they couldn't hear it because of the horns.
And look at the 25-second clock again. 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, they reset it to 25. I was going to say, here we go again. Yeah. Walker in a shotgun. 3-man left, a man right. Man on his left hip. He sends him in motion. He wants the snap, steps back, throws it high over here on the ground. Well, he caught it. Back at the 41, and we knock him down. Back behind the line of scrimmage. They'll say he caught that ball, and we came up and hit him as he caught it, but he was on the ground as he caught it. And he loses about 3 yards. Now, Woodward's going to boo.
Well, they're gonna want a late hit, but I don't think, because from the angle you could tell he was kneeling over or actually he was down.
Well, and Caleb was in pursuit. So he catches the ball, and we come up.
That was 21.
Yeah, that was Danielle Jester. Now, that could have been called, but it wasn't. So it's 2nd down and 18. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Walker in a shotgun. 3-man right, a man left. Farrington on his left hip. He sends Grice in motion from right to left. 5, 4, 3. He wants the snap, takes it, drops back, double pumps, throws it down the side, incomplete. And they're going to throw flags.
Yep.
They're going to say D was holding. Grice out here in the flat on the left side, and they're going to say D. Reddick was holding him. As he was trying to break toward their sideline, and D was on him now. I mean, yeah, he had a hand on him.
But honestly, that may be from the previous play, honestly.
Yeah, maybe a makeup.
Yeah. I don't agree with that as pass interference, but I think what you may see is them trying to make one up.
Well, it's not an automatic first down, but it gives them 15 yards, and it takes a 2nd and 18 and makes it 2nd and 3. 4:38 on the clock, by the way. 21-0 Thomas County Central. Ball now moved down to our 43. Walker gets the sideline play and now comes into his huddle. Landon Walker, the junior quarterback, splits 2-man right, 2-man left. Farrington on his right hip. Wide 4-man front for us. We shift. He wants the snap. Takes it, steps back. Throws it quickly across the middle. We knocked it out of there, Taiwan. Perfect coverage.
Good play. He ran behind him and waited around till the ball got to him, wrapped his arms around him, stripped the ball out.
Tried to hit Abdullah quickly across the middle, one of those quick slants. And Taiwan, with both hands now, by the way, came up and timed it perfectly, and it's going to be 3rd and 3. And again, they're kind of in that no-man land there. If you're able to hold here, they're too far out for a field goal and maybe too far in for a punt. We'll see. They haven't broken the huddle, and again, there's 10 seconds on the play clock. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He wants the snap. Too much time, but he takes the snap and drops back, and I think did they call timeout?
I think they did.
Woodward called a timeout with a millisecond left on that play clock. And we'll take a timeout too. 30 seconds here on Yellow Jacket Football. Welcome back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where it is almost 10 o'clock and it's not even halftime. Randy Young along with Brian Davis up in the booth. Jamie Maters down along the sidelines. Jamie, your defense playing such a fantastic game here tonight.
Doing a great job. We've been playing like this all through the playoffs, Randy. When our offense when we played really good defenses, our defense has pulled us through, and we've been able to generate the offense we could, and our defense has held out. So, man, what a great defense we have, Randy.
3rd and 3. Walker in the shotgun. 2-man right, a man left. Down at our 43. They got to get it to the 40. We snack up into a 6-man front. He sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. He's going to take it, try to run. We come up and crack him and knock him down to the 42. He did not make it. So it will be 4th down.
And I don't know if you noticed right there, as he got a snap, he kind of bobbled the snap, which may have threw the timing off on that a little bit.
It'll be 4th and 2. And I guarantee you they'll go for it here.
Yeah, so
this Thomas County crowd is about to come up. 4th and 2. They're at our 42. They need to get 2 yards. We're asking the crowd to come up, and they come up roaring down here. Half of Thomas County in this place. Now they've got a running back in. They're going to direct snap to him. Waiting for the snap. They move. Snap. It bounces over his head. He's looking. We're chasing him. He's running. We're going to hit him. Taiwan knocks him down. Taiwan, a loss of about 8. Taiwan.
A high snap went over his head. We had to get him in pursuit. We thought they had blown the play dead, but apparently they didn't.
I thought they had.
Yeah.
And Jamie Majors on the field again and again and again, your defense.
I tell you, Taiwan Christopher making him a strong statement to get that player of the game, it looks like. But man, Christopher Randy, how fast is he?
Yeah, you're right. Taiwan's one of those that's as fast as he needs to be. And now we get the ball at our 48. The snap was high. They tried to snap it to C.J. Hurd, a senior running back, and the snap went over his head. In the process of pulling it in, we chased him down. And now Jalen in a shotgun. 2-man left, Brenton on his right hip. We flip-flop McDowell and Malachi from right to left. Jalen wants the snap, gives it to Brenton. Brenton to the 50. Brenton bounces to the 45, drives down to the 43. Trey Brenton. Picked up about 9. Ran between center and left guard and found a crease. And we'll quickly line up. We're running Petrie wide right. Pringle, nobody on him in the slot out here. 2 men left. Jalen in that shotgun needs about 1.5 yards. Brenton on his right hip. Jalen takes the snap, steps back, throws it down the field. Brenton, he never saw it. He was running down the middle of the field, and if he turned around, he still got the ball and running in for a touchdown.
He never saw it.
He threw it to, again, Brenton running a straight post right down the middle of the field. And Trey never turned around, and the ball hit him in the back. But he was 1 yard behind the defensive back.
We make a mass substitution here right now. You can see the large package come in.
Malachi moves from left to right. We need 1 yard. Jalen takes the snap. He's going to keep it, run right side. Jalen dives down to the 40 and got his first down. He needed 1 yard, and he got 3. Clock at 3:05. We already lead at 21-0, and here we are at the Woodward 40-yard line. And we run everybody else. Again, the regular offense comes back in. Ahmad Ponder comes in as Brenton goes out. Jay Jones and Pringle wide right. Ponder on his left hip at their 40. We flip-flop Malachi and McDowell from left to right. Jalen takes it, goes to Ponder. Right side trying to bounce off people, gets hit at the 40, and they just drive. He pushes for about 1 yard. I don't know how he got 1 yard. 4 red shirts were grabbing him as he got to the line of scrimmage. But he picked up something, and it'll be 2nd down and 9, and Brenton comes back in. Jay Jones split wide right, ball at their 39. 3 men left, Malachi and Pringle and Petrie wide left. Jalen in a shotgun looks at the 4-man front. Clock, by the way, at 2:18. Jalen wants the snap. Straight back, looks, wide open field in front of him. He looks, he's going to drive and get knocked down at the 37. If he had taken off a split second earlier, he's still running. But as it is, he picks up 2.
I'd rather him move forward than I would move him back. He was having trouble finding somebody downfield. It's a certain medium you got to find when you're sitting there in the pocket of when to go, and it was just a split second too late. That
alarm in his head went off just a split second too late. 3rd and 7. Abe wide right, Pringle and Petrie left. Brenton on his left hip, Jalen in a shotgun, flip-flops Malachi from left to right, down at their 37. We got to get it to the 30. He wants the snap, and now I think we've called timeout. 99 seconds on the clock in the first half, and the Yellow Jackets have called timeout. We'll take 1, 2. 30 seconds here on Yellow Jacket football. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, 21-0 here. 99 seconds on the clock in the first half. Yeah, they showed the Yellow Jacket crowd up on the big screen a minute ago, and somebody had a T-shirt that said "Straight Out of Barwick" on it. Compton ain't got nothing on Barwick. I'm just telling you. Here it's 21-0 Thomas County. We got the ball down at their 37 again, 3rd down and 7. I want to say hello to Ryan Kelly from WCTV who's listening. 3 men left. Abe wide right. Woodward comes up roaring. Jalen in a shotgun. Tries to draw him off. Brenton on his left hip. Looks the line over. They're in a wide. Look at him. They got 7 men on the line. He takes the snap, runs left side. He's going to keep it. Jalen left side. 35, Jalen hits somebody at the 30 and gets knocked down. He's close to the first down. He ran through somebody. He is about a foot away from it. He ran left side and ran through a man, Brian Davis. Jalen's physical. He's 215 pounds.
He took my breath away. Well, that was just a collision right there, but he runs slap through somebody.
Well, we bring the big package in. We need about 2 feet. Jalen takes the snap. He's going to run. Jalen, 25. Jalen, 20, 15, 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, touchdown. Jalen Johnson.
That wasn't no quarterback sneak, boy. You can't sneak when you're running like that.
Well, that's what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be the big package where we kind of do the sneak, but it opened up. And he went left side and went untouched. And it's 27-0. Oh, my goodness. For one split second, I thought Jalen was going, wait a minute. Seriously?
And he stiff-armed somebody.
And we'll try an extra point. Renault will kick it. Snap good. Kick up strong, and it is good. 28-0. It's after 10 o'clock, and it's not even halftime. We'll take a break and be right here on the Pride of Thomas County. Stay tuned. This is Yellow Jacket Football. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Jamie Maters along the sideline. Jalen Johnson, a sophomore.
Randy, this is what we've been waiting on, this part of his game. And, man, I'm telling you, do you see how much more dangerous the offense is?
Yes.
They've got to
respect it.
They've got to account for it.
Yep.
So now all the other weapons are there, too.
And you think all these college scouts aren't making notes when they're watching this guy? And that's a sophomore. A sophomore. Renault has it teed up. He'll run up to it. Right foot up under the high, deep kick. Comes down at the 4. Woodward. He's going to throw the ball all the way across the field to about the 20. They've got a crease over here. We're going to come up and push him out at about the 45. Clayton Hutto just cracked him. They threw the lateral over to C.J. Hurd, and he almost broke it.
Intricate play. I mean, it's kind of, we talked about it. When you're in this game, there's no holds barred. You come up with anything and kind of make it work.
Well, and they needed something to happen.
Yeah, and that was a big play for them. But we're lucky that we caught Renault and a little bit of pursuit just to hold traffic up enough for your coverage to get there.
That ball was awfully close to being a forward pass.
Let's see if they review it. We ain't talked about this yet.
Yeah, you're right. Tell them, Brian.
These plays in a state championship can be reviewed, and this is a reviewable play.
That was awfully close as the kid caught the ball from Woodward.
Let's see what the white hat says. He's about to speak, isn't he?
Previous plays under review because that was very close to being a forward pass.
We get to see the replay right here.
They're not going to show it in the stadium, but we can see it in here in the booth. As he caught the ball, he stopped and threw it across the field. Yeah, they're going to show it here in just a second. You guys are seeing the same thing I'm seeing. Where was the ball thrown from?
Oh, what?
No, his knee didn't hit.
Yeah, but like you said, where was the ball thrown from? Where was his position there?
He was close to the 10 when he threw it, and they may have been reviewing it to see if his knee went down. That was awfully close to having his knee on the ground as he caught that ball, but it was awfully close to being a forward pass, too. So the official video review going on here, which is...
You've got to have undisputable evidence to be able to overturn it.
Yeah, which I don't think they're going to. He caught the ball.
He runs
up to the 10 and throws it to the 9. So
I think that's a lateral.
Yeah, that's a lateral. That's a lateral. It was close, though. And he was awfully close to going to a knee as well. Now the official. First down, Woodward at their 45.
That was the right call. And that's the thing we talked about.
Yep.
Is that you got to be able to, understand.
Indisputable evidence now. I mean, it can't be anything doubted.
And now the coach, I'm sure as you've read, he has 2 challenge flags. He did not throw a challenge flag. He kind of just asked them to take a second look at it, and they did.
So at their 45, with 54 seconds on the clock, down 28-0, Walker in a shotgun. 3 men left, a man right. That's Farrington on his left hip. He wants the snap. He's going to fake it to Farrington, drop back. He's got pressure, loads up, throws it longer. There is nobody there.
Oh, D. Reddick.
D. Reddick was the only guy within the same county of that ball. Grice was pushed out of bounds over here by Devin Ross, and he threw the ball 40 yards down the field, and there was nothing in red anywhere near it other than the ATL in the end zone. So it'll be 2nd and 10. That took about 6 seconds off the clock, and Jaden Rubo looked like a freight train coming up the middle.
Oh, that's why he loaded up and got rid of it. It looked like he got shot out of a cannon.
It
was a scatter shot. There was no accuracy.
Yeah, we were blitzing up the middle, and he had to get rid of it. So now 2nd and 10, 2 men left, 2 men right. Farrington on his left hip. Walker, the junior quarterback, wants the snap, barking the signals. Takes it, drops straight back, got time, throws it toward our sidelines, over his head, incomplete, tried to hit Grice. And it'll be 3rd and 10. That took 5 more seconds off the clock. He's got a weird throwing motion.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's just slinging it. And it's a little unusual that we haven't seen the other quarterback.
That's exactly what I was about to say. You would think at some point, especially in this situation when you're probably in a 4-down passing situation, that you would put your pocket passer quota in, but he ain't got much of a pocket to pass it out of.
3 men left, a man right. Walker wants the snap. 3rd and 10. Drops back with pressure. We're chasing him. He runs right side. He gets to the 50, to the 45, to the 35, to the 30, to the 20, to the 15. We hit him and knock him down to the 9. With 32 seconds on the clock.
Heck of a run.
It'll be 1st and goal. And Woodward probably is going to call a timeout here and try to figure out what they're doing. So, yeah, timeout Woodward. And we'll take one, too. 30 seconds. They'll be at our 10-yard line when we come back. Stay tuned. This is Yellow Jacket Football. Back to Mercedes-Benz. Jamie Mader's down there. The running quarterback bit us that time. We've been waiting for it.
Yeah, Randy, we had good coverage, and unfortunately we were running down the field with the receivers, and they were able to. The quarterback was able to break the ball up the middle. Before we figured out he was running, we was catching up. So that guy can run now.
Yeah, he's an athlete, Brian. We've been waiting for that all night.
And when you're talking about a state championship, too, this team's got plenty of talent, and you're not going to totally cancel them out, I don't think. But it's important right here that your defense bows their back like they have all season long, limit them because they get the ball to start in the second half.
32 seconds. They have no timeouts left. Down at our 10, it's 1st and goal. Walker in a shotgun, 2 men left, 2 men to the short side of the right. They're on the far right hash. Farrington on his right hip. He wants the snap, takes it, steps back, looks, takes it. He's going to try to run. We're going to push him out at about the 4, but he's still in bounds. Look at the clock. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. Ball at our 4, 15, 14, 13, 12. He wants the snap, takes it, steps back, throws it towards the end zone, incomplete.
8 seconds left.
8 seconds left, and it will be 3rd and goal from our 4. He tried to fling it on the right side over here. That was 4 for them. Jerome Bettis Jr. in the corner of the end zone. The ball was underthrown. And that'll give everybody a chance to catch their breath.
Yeah.
Walker goes into the huddle. They maybe have time for 2 plays if they get them quick, maybe. They're in the huddle. Watch the time now. 10 seconds on the play clock. 3-man wide right, a man right. 3-man left, a man right. Farrington on his hip. 3, 2, takes the snap, straight back, double pumps, throws it toward the middle of the end zone, incomplete. But flags will fly.
That still takes time off the clock. They may get a fresh set of downs, but
well, that'll move it half the distance to the goal with only 5 seconds on the clock. They may have time for a play.
And it mostly may be a run play as you move them a little bit closer.
That's not an automatic first down, by the way. So it will be third down again, but now from the 2. But only 5 seconds on the clock. I wonder, you have to wonder if that kid, again, he's going to want to run. That's what his instincts will tell him.
You have to account for it.
So they're in the huddle. Maybe the last play of the half. We lead at 28-0, but they threaten. Crowd comes up roaring. Walker in a shotgun. 2-man left, 2-man right. A man on his left hip. Sends a man in motion. That's Farrington from left to right. He wants the snap. Takes it. Straight back. Looking. He's going to take it, try to run. He bounces, and I think he got in. I don't know. Touchdown. He dove in on the last play of the half. For 1 split second, I thought his knee might have hit at the half-yard line, but they're going to say he got in. And Woodward is on the board. And they'll line it for an extra point on the last play of the half.
Yeah.
He got in.
Yeah.
He got in. So it's 28-6. And they'll try an extra point. Waiting for the snap here. Snap good, set down, the kick up strong, and it is good. It's 28-7. And that will do it for the half. We'll take a break and be right back. Your halftime show brought to you by Thomasville Physical Therapy as the Yellow Jacket crowd roars down here with a 28-7 lead. We'll be back after these messages here on Yellow Jacket Football. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Randy Young along with Brian Davis up at the booth. Jamie Mater's down there. Jamie, fantastic first half. Any way you cut it.
Good half of football right there from the Yellow Jackets. Got to really clamp down on them right here in this. When we open up, they get the ball first, and they went in with a little momentum. So we need to just continue to play good defense. And man, the Yellow Jackets has really done a good job.
Yep. Again, Brian, defense, special teams, offense has done enough, but the defense and special teams have been special.
Well, the good news is whenever you've been given a gift, your offense is executed from that, and that's very important. But also, too, your special team sets you up right out of the gate. Very, very prime field position from D. Reddick. And then we turn over and no turnover. Rolls around, and then we get a punt block from Walter Reddick, puts us in scoring position again. So you executed, bang, bang, bang. Before you know it, it was 14-0. So important here. Your defense continues to play just like they have. That first half, if Woodward has it and they want to move the ball, they got to earn every inch. And I'm going to tell you what, like we talked about before, that new quarterback, or the only starting quarterback they got now, they're used to a 2-quarterback system.
Yeah. He
has been punished all night long. Continue to punish him, continue to put pressure on him, and just play Yellow Jacket football.
It'll be interesting to see how that takes a toll as the night moves along, because we have 5 sacks in that first half, and some of those were physical.
Yeah.
And even plays where we weren't sacking him, we were hitting him as he was getting rid of the football. Fantastic defensive performance. Very aggressive from our guys. Walter Reddick had as good a half as he's ever had.
Man, I'm going to tell you right there, when they were pinned towards their end zone, he was just brutal, going through the line and just taking out a whole herd of people with one fell swoop. He just was like a man on a mission, and he took care of business there. Your whole defensive line and the defensive front, your linebackers have played well. Your defensive backs have made some good pass breakups, and Woodward has overshot some passes tonight too. But that's also because of that defensive pressure on that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Both teams have come back out of the tunnels here, so Stacy, we'll probably keep it right here. We want to thank Thomasville Physical Therapy for sponsoring our halftime shows all season long. The good folks at Thomasville Physical Therapy, good friends of mine, and we appreciate them being a part of Yellow Jacket football through the course of the season. The team, again, running through some warm-ups as Coach Rogers is coming up behind Jamie down there. And once he gets up here to Jamie, we'll turn him around and try. Jamie's a long way away from us.
Yeah.
That's part of the issue here.
Try to get him more down here.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Right here?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Just right. And I'm just going to leave you on, Jamie. Just take it whenever he gets to you. All right, Jamie, anytime.
I'm down here with Coach Rogers. Start we had there in the first half. Defense playing lights out just like usual.
Well, Jamie, turn around this way if you can toward us, please, a little bit. Just turn around this way a little bit. What's that?
Sorry.
What?
No, it's fine.
It's like they've got something on their radios that cut our signal.
I got you. What did he say to you though, Jamie?
Well, he was just saying we got a great start, and he said that this is fixing to be the tail of the tape right here.
Yeah, he's right.
All the momentum. He said they got a cheap one going in, and they got a lot of momentum, and they're gonna get the ball right here. So we just got to take care of business right here.
So we will be kicking off to them to start the second half. 28-7, but on the last play of the half, they scored their lone points of the night. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with this opening drive of the third quarter. Of course, in most games, that sets the tone for the entire second half. So the latest non-lightning delayed second half kickoff that I've ever been a part of will be kicking off here momentarily. 28-7, your Yellow Jackets lead it.
10:35.
Yeah.
It's late for everybody.
Yeah, you're right.
I hate it for the folks who try to drive back tonight.
Yeah, that's a long haul. But, well, again, there's nothing that can be done.
Right.
I mean, absolutely nothing that can be done.
It's just the nature of it when you host all these games that, stack like this in the schedule. It's just part of it.
Well, that's been, at least in my experience, coming into these games, those overtime things really throw a curveball into the entire schedule, and that's what happened. Your AA championship with Pierce County and Rockmart ran into 3 overtimes, and that's why we're so late. Renault has it teed up. 24 minutes, and somebody's going to walk out of here the 6A state champions. All right, now the Yellow Jackets lead at 28-7. They'll be kicking off. Again, they'll run Abdullah back deep. They'll run Grice back deep. He's been a workhorse for them, hasn't he?
He has been a player now. That's the for them. He's an excellent wide receiver, but, man, he is just quick.
Looks like Farrington's going to be back there with him, too. C.J. Hurd. So, 3 men back at their 10. Renault has it teed up in the second half of the state championship about to begin. Lift a little word of prayer up Thomas County as Drew Renault runs up to it. Right foot up under it, high, deep, my gosh, kick the heck out of it. At the goal line, they're going to say touchback. He caught it at the half-foot line and then 2 feet went into the end zone.
So now they set up. What you did so well that first half is you kept everything in front of you, made tackles in open space, and you executed on defense. That defensive front was spectacular. Get back there, disrupt their rhythm, and just try to throw a wrench into everything they do. Make them uncomfortable in everything they do, and that'll set the tone.
Otherwise, just do what you did in that first half.
Exactly.
So from there at 20, Woodward will come up. Walker, the junior quarterback who's played the entirety of the game, will be in a shotgun. A man wide right, 2 guys left. Farrington on his right hip. We're in a wide 4-man front. Walker looks the line over, wants the snap, takes it. He's going to run it right side. We crack him at the 18. Oh, my gosh.
Anderson.
Caleb Anderson. They were trying to run an option play on the right side. We had it strung out. Walker tried to turn it upfield, and Anderson cracked him. back of the 18. Loss of 2.
The more time you give us, the more deadly we get. You just cannot give us a whole lot of time to be able to get to it. And that time, that play, which was an option play, just took forever to develop, and we were in the backfield to disrupt it.
2nd and 12. Crowd chants defense. Splitting 2-man left, a man wide right. Farrington on his left hip. Walker in a shotgun. We're in a 4-man front. Now we sneak up. Sends a man in motion. That's Abdullah. Takes the snap. He runs straight back. Looks with time. We're going to hit him and eat him up at the 8. Was that Reddick again? Walter Reddick. Over and over and over. You talk about making a statement for the most valuable player of the game here tonight.
Outstanding.
He's had several sacks. He blocked that punt earlier. And now it's 3rd down and about 20. The ball sits back at the 10.
They converted on 3rd and long before. And
hey, you're right.
Can't let happen. Pressure.
10 seconds on the play clock. They just break the huddle. 2-man left, a man right. 7, 6, 5, 4. Walker takes the snap. He's going to drop back with pressure. Loads up, throws it long down the field. Overthrows everybody, and he had to get rid of it. Cam Brooks was eating him up. And it will be 4th down and about 20. Is there a flag? What's going on?
I'm wondering what's going on. Did they blow it dead?
What's the head official saying? Holding on the defense.
Oh, come on.
Holding on us. I never saw a flag. But they move it up to the 20, so it'll be 3rd and 10. What was Roger saying?
0. It was 40 yards past anybody.
Well, so they get another shot at it.
Come on.
3rd and 10. Walker in a shotgun. He's got to get it to the 30. Ball sits at the 20. A man's lined up all sides over on the far right. You see him, Brian?
Yeah, I do.
He's got his foot on the line. We shift. He takes the snap, steps back, throws it toward the sideline. Caleb Anderson as the ball got there.
Oh,
there's a flag.
Oh, you're kidding.
Caleb came up and hit him as the ball got there. And they throw the flag. Now the officials are having a big prayer meeting. He got there as the ball got there.
He blasted him.
And the officials are going to talk about it.
Well, he's not defenseless. He doesn't use the crown of his helmet. He makes a tackle.
Oh, my goodness. Here's the call. Personal foul on the defense. Oh, my gosh. That is absolutely horrible. Caleb timed it perfectly. He went in with his arms and his shoulders.
That was a football play. That was a football play. If you want to take them and put them in pool noodles and let them sling around, then do that. That was a football play.
Well, that one is a gift-wrapped Christmas present right there. And that gives them a 1st down out to the 35. As bad a call as I've ever seen. And now they have it new life. Walker in a shotgun, 3-man left. Farrington on his left hip. 5, 4, 3. He wants the snap, takes it, gives it to Farrington, fumbles it. It's on the ground. Back at the 31, but I think he dove on it. We had penetration in the backfield again.
Lost it on the exchange.
Cam was back there in the backfield as they were trying to hand it off, and it bounced 5 yards behind him. A loss of 5. And it's 2nd and 15 off the gifted 1st down. And I hate saying that, and you'll never hear me say that, but I'll say it about that play. Walker in a shotgun. 2-man left, a man right. Farrington on his left hip. 2nd and 15. He wants the snap, sends a man in motion. That's Grice from right to left. Takes it. Rolls left, looking with pressure. We hit him up. Oh, my gosh. Caleb Anderson at the 10, at the 15, and the quarterback's hurt. Caleb just blasted him into Macon.
Oh, Lord. D. Reddick actually bumped into the ref. I was hoping we were going to throw a flag on that.
Yeah, Caleb just knocked him into Macon.
Man.
All the way down I-75. All the way back to the 21.
So now 7 is coming in for them. That's the other quarterback, right?
Yep. So this is the quarterback that's been injured. And he's the pure pocket passer.
Griffin Marshall, yeah, that's him.
3rd and about 20. 3-man right, 2-man left. Come on, defense. He wants the snap. 3, 2, takes it, drops back. He's running off the right side. We're going to hit him. He gets to about the 30. We crack him and knock him down at the 33, but he's 12 yards short. He had to get it out to the 45. Jaden Rubo was blitzing off the right end and flushed him. They did not want to run with that quarterback.
You can see there's a difference there between him running and the other guy.
Big time. 4th down and 12, and your defense is held gift-wrapped and all.
Watch them. Got to watch them.
Trey Pringle comes in now as their punter stands at his 20, waiting for the snap here. We got the line loaded up, by the way. Look at this. Waiting for the snap. Waiting for the snap. Still waiting. Snap to him. He fumbles it, and we almost blocked it. End-over-end thing that hits at the 40. What for what?
I don't know where it come from.
It rolls down to the 25. Yeah, there's a flag over here on this far left side. I don't know what Justin Rogers just lost it. I don't know what happened down there. Let's see what the call is. The flag is along our sideline. Jamie, any idea what's going on down there?
Could be holding.
On us?
I'm hoping it is. No, it's holding.
Yeah. The head officials are talking there over the 45-yard line. Justin Rogers, very frustrated. The head official, I'm not sure what he's talking to or who he's talking to, but he's talking to somebody. Waiting for some sort of call here. Brian, they are doing everything in their power to keep Woodward in this football game.
They are dictating this game. And he is flat on trying to find out the whole Fulton County phone book out there, I guess, trying to memorize it. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, it may not give him a first down, so they may be trying to figure out
whether he wants to take it as it is or not.
The hold will make it 4th and 2.
Yeah.
They called holding on us.
Wow.
So on 4th and 2, they may go for it here. So they call holding on us, 10-yard penalty. So it is 4th and 2, and Woodward Academy will go for it from their 43-yard line, down 28-7.
Right here, as big as it gets.
Well, again, they are doing everything in their power to keep them in this football game.
It's hard to beat Woodward and the refs, too.
But you lead at 28-7.
Come on, guys.
4th and 2. Come on, defense. Woodward comes off the sideline.
17's back in.
Yep, Walker's back in, the running quarterback. Our crowd comes up roaring here. Walker talks to, they've got 2 backs behind him. That's 33 and 1 Hurd. And now flags on the play. All sides on us. And that'll give them a first down. What just happened? Where's the offsides?
They calling on Hutto?
Oh, my goodness. You have got to be kidding me. The ball wasn't snapped.
This is unlike anything I've ever seen.
And that will move them up to the 48 and another gift-wrapped first down. I have never seen anything quite like the sequence that I'm seeing here. And I'm never one to complain about the officiating, but this is insane. So now at the 48-yard line with nothing but penalty yards.
Come on, Yellow Jackets.
Walker in a shotgun, 3-man right, 2-man left. Wide 4-man front, he wants the snap. Steps, takes it across the middle, caught at the 45, at the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15. We knock him down to the 16.
We blitzed. We brought pressure in off the edge.
Hit Farrington, who came off the left side, off the slot. And now they're down inside your 20-yard line. They'll spot him at the 17. Walker lines him up. 3-man right, 2-man left. Wide 4-man front. He wants the snap. takes it straight back, double pumps, throws it to a guy left side. That's Grice, runs through us. We knock him down to about the 12. He drives down to the 11. Picked up about 5 or 6. Hit Grice on a quick hitter out there on that right side. He picked up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 from there. Walker lines him up. Again, that sequence was unlike anything I've ever seen in a high school football game.
It's totally dictated the whole first.
Well, it's changed the entirety of the second half.
The third quarter's gone.
Walker, 3-man left, a man right. Farrington on his hip. He wants the snap, takes it, hands it to Farrington, runs him left side to about the 6. He's got his first down. It'll be 1st and goal. Yeah, you're right. 6:37 on the clock in the third quarter. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 6. 28-7, you lead it, but the opening drive of the third quarter, and they're coming down the field. But again, it's not just them. Some very unusual stuff here on this particular drive. Walker splits 2-man right, 2-man left. Farrington on his left hip. Now he takes Grice and runs him from right to left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. He wants the snap, takes it straight back, looking with time, throws it across the middle, incomplete. We were blitzing, he had to get rid of it. And I can't believe there wasn't a flag thrown. Rubo was running up the middle, Caleb was running up the middle, he had to get rid of it. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6. They tried to throw it across the middle to a guy breaking from the left side, but again, it was overthrown in front of him. He had to get rid of it.
Come on. Keep everything in front of you. You know what they like to do? They love intermediate stuff. They really haven't tried to hit us downfield. Of course, you can't hit us downfield now right here at the goal line.
Well, at some point, there's going to be a quarterback draw in some moment. Yeah. You know that's going to happen.
Well, that's how they scored the first half.
Walker in a shotgun. 3 men left. A man right. 5, 4. He sends Farrington in motion toward the left. Steps back. Throws it out here to him. We're going to come up and hit him. He bounces off of us. We hit him and knock him down. He drives and get down to about the goal line. Touchdown. We hit him and hit him and hit him, and he went in backwards. And it's 28-13 with 5:52 on the clock. And that was an absolute Santa Claus delivered Christmas present.
You had them not once but twice on this side of the field.
And now they'll try an extra point to cut it to 14.
They need to look at that one again.
He's down. His butt's down at the 1. And now the officials are going to stop play, and they're going to look at it. I don't think he got in, guys. I think his rear end hit at the 1. Previous play is under review. We'll take a break, 30 seconds. We'll be right back here. Stay tuned. This is Central Yellow Jacket Football. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We're waiting for some sort of official call here. And based on what we've seen the last 5 or 6 minutes, they may give him 15 points.
Well,
but he is down at the 1.
Yeah, the angle is awful for to be able to read this. You would think a goal line setting, you need an angle for the goal line. Let's see.
Well, they're going to spot him at about the half-yard line. Here comes the call from the head official. Let's see what he says. A touchdown. Wow. So they'll try an extra point. So, yeah, you're right. 35 of the yards on critical third down plays. Just gifted on some bizarre officiating. I don't even know how else to say it. And now they'll try to cut it to 2 scores. Well, you just got to respond. Now, you do have a 2-score lead, but you got to respond.
You got to.
Waiting for the extra point here. 88 for them will kick. Hudson Hanges waiting for the snap. Good. Kick up. It's good. It's 28-14. We'll take a break and be right back here. Stay tuned. This is Central Yellow Jacket Football. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Jamie, I'm going to try to come to you down there. What in the world is going on?
I don't know.
Yeah, come down to this end, Jamie, and then we'll try to get you in a second. They'll kick off to us. As they're trying to, I guess we're still in a TV timeout.
Yeah, red hat still on the field.
Yeah, I see it. Jamie, let's try it again. Try to give any explanation.
Yeah, I'm not sure what went on. Man, that was we had them 4th and 20.
Yeah, they punted.
Yeah. Called a holding penalty. They got 10 of them. And then they called something else and got some.
Offsides.
They called us offsides.
Yep.
It was almost like, hey, we've got to make this happen. I don't know.
Yeah, bizarre.
Yep.
Well, again, we got to answer. But we still lead at 28-14. That's the thing to keep in mind here. This is still a 2-score game. You're still in good shape.
Well, here's what's important here is that after that circumstance, that all momentum kind of gets drained from you there. But you got to respond. You got to respond. A good old methodical drive downfield right here would help.
We're dropping Trey Brenton and Pringle and D. Reddick back deep. Dannell Jester back there with them. 28-14 here. 5:52 on the clock. It's almost 11 o'clock, and we're not even in the 4th quarter, but we're hanging on. Keep praying, Thomas County. Keep praying, Thomas County. They'll kick off to us. Got to make an answer here. Hanges, the senior kicker, right-footed, up to it. Kind of a squibbing thing over here on this right side. We run up and dive
Good
under it.
play.
Malachi about at the 43. They tried to kick it up high, and they were going to try to catch it out of midair. It almost worked.
Right.
Yeah, but Malachi ran down there and went under it and caught it, and we'll have great field position.
Good job on
from our 43-yard line.
Man.
That's a big play.
Field awareness and ball awareness, what's going on, situational awareness, if you want to call it that. And he played it perfect, got up underneath it, didn't try to do nothing special, caught the ball. Good job, Malachi.
And now your offense will come back on the field. Jalen Johnson, sophomore, will have Brenton behind him. Petrie Rod right. Pringle and Abe left. Malachi in that joker position. Now they flip-flop him from right to left. Jalen wants the snap. Takes it, goes to Brenton, left side, bounces off somebody. They grab him and knock him out of bounds. After about a yard, they'll say the clock's going to run. I don't think they'll give him an inch. I don't know. Maybe they will. Clock's going to go at 5:41 and counting down. No gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Jalen quickly lines him up. 3-man right. Abe left. Brenton on his right hip. Jalen looks at a 4-man front. They sneak a linebacker up. He wants the snap. Takes it. Rolls right side, throws it down the field. Wide open, Pringle, 25, Pringle, 20, 15, Pringle to the 10, stiff arm, 5, 3, touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown, Trey Pringle!
Caught him on approach right over the middle of the field, and I'm going to tell you what, get you selling that, baby. Let's go, Yellow Jackets, let's go!
What a play from Jalen Johnson. They were pressured him from behind in the last possible second. He hit Pringle on a slant, and Pringle outran the defense until about the 10. They tried to tackle him, and he stiff-armed a man for 10 yards and got in there. There's your answer.
Man.
Gift wrap that one. That's the one that needs to go under the tree.
Oh, yeah.
Renault for the extra point. Kick up, and it is good. 35-14. Let's take a break here on the Pride of Thomas County. This is Central Yellow Jacket football. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Jamie Majors on the sidelines. Sophomore to sophomore, Jalen Johnson to Pringle.
Yeah, of that time, Randy, man, I thought he was going to trip himself. The old turf monster was going to get him, but he got his foot, and then a great stiff arm about the 5-yard line and got in the end zone. But I'll tell you, Randy, the key play before all that was Malachi coming up and catching that kickoff.
Absolutely.
That thing was huge.
That's one of those plays we were saying a minute ago. It's easy to forget, but we're not going to forget it.
Sets you up. It sets you up.
Now Renault has it teed up, and the lead is back to 21 with 5:14 on the clock. They've got 2 men back deep. Renault will run up to it. Right foot up under it. High, deep kick to the goal line. He steps in the end zone. They're going to let him run it out to the 10. Trying to run it laterally to about the 15. We'll hit him and push him out at the 20.
Good coverage that time. Kick coverage has been good.
That was Clayton Hutto chased him down.
Hutto was the one that made the excellent play on kick coverage to start the game. After we scored.
And now Woodward, who took 6 minutes off the clock to get down the field the last time, will come back on the field and have it at their 20. 5:07 on the clock. 35-14 Yellow Jackets. Come on, defense. Walker in a shotgun. The junior quarterback splits 3 men wide left, a man right. Farrington on his left hip. We're in a 4-man front. He looks the line over. Wants the snap. Steps back with time. Double pumps. Throws it down there long. We're going to come up and crack him at the 40, but he caught it. D. Reddick, that was 13. Grice, he picked up 19. He was wide open. We sent everybody.
Yeah, we were on the blitz, and they knew it was coming. They picked it up off the edge.
So a first down out to the 39. So here comes Woodward. 3 men right, a man left. Walker with Farrington on his right hip. We're in a 3-man front. We shift, now move to a 4-man. He takes the snap, double pumps. He's got to run. He's going to slide down at the 38. He loses 2. Actually back to the 37. It'll be second. He didn't want to get hit on that one, I can tell you. That was a please don't hit me slide.
Oh, man, a mercy slide.
I'm tired of getting hit slide. Clock runs at 4:24, 2nd and 12. Come on, defense. 3-man right, a man left. Walker. Farrington on his left hip, 15 seconds on the play clock, so plenty of time there. 4-man front for us. He looks the line over. We shift. He wants the snap, takes it, steps back. He's going to try to run. He bounces off of us, gets outside to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. We push him out at the 47. Close to a first down. They'll say he got it. He got the first down, and they'll spot him at the 50.
You got to account for him. We know he can run, and he's a great runner, too. He did a good job that time to kind of luring us in all on the right-hand side, and then at the last second, he escaped and took off. And
that left side was wide open. So first down, Woodward. They won't go away. 3:55. They stopped the clock as he stepped out of bounds in front of our bench. 2 men right, 2 men left. They're on the far left hash. Walker in a shotgun. Wants the snap. Takes it. Steps back with pressure across the middle. Up in the air. Almost intercepted. Oh, my gosh. They hit Grice with the ball as we were cracking the quarterback. It bounced off Grice's hands and bounced behind him for 1 split second. I thought we had a shot at it. Daniel Jester standing back there. It'll be 2nd down and 10, but we hit him again, Brian.
Yeah, he has not got a pass off yet. I don't think that he ain't had a hand on it.
2nd and 10. Ball sits on top of the 50. Walker. 2 men right, 2 men left. Farrington on his left hip. We're in a wide 4-man front. He yells at the line, takes the snap, straight back with time, throws it, incomplete. Tried to throw it to the left side in front of our sidelines, and again, he had to get rid of it. Caleb Anderson and Cam were back there in the backfield, and it's 3rd and 10.
Another big 3rd down here. You got to account for him on the run when everything's locked down downfield.
Just make sure the officials don't have wrapping paper in their hip pocket. 3rd and 10. They just get the play in from the sidelines. They break the huddle with 14 seconds. So plenty of time. 3 men wide right. They need 10 yards. They got to get to our 40. 8, 7, 6. Walker in that shotgun. 4, 3, 2, 1. He wants the snap. Takes it straight back. Throws it across the middle. And knocked out of there. Fantastic play again. Taiwan Christopher. And they will have to punt on 4th and 10.
Now, remember the last time we punted, it all started with a holding call.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
You're right. You're right. Some sort of phantom call.
I think the flag dropped down from the middle of the dome.
Maybe it did. Again, Santa may have dropped it when he was flying by.
Yeah.
Pringle drops back deep for us at the 15. They'll punt. The punter stands at his 35. 4th and 10. Waiting for the snap to him. We got the line loaded up, by the way. Now we drop a couple of guys. Snap good to him. Gets his foot up under it, high in the air. Pringle takes the catch, fair catch called for at the 12. So the defense does their job. And now the offense with 3:37 in the third quarter comes back on the field. 35-14 Yellow Jackets. In a game that has seen some crazy things.
It feels a whole lot closer than what the score looks like. I promise. I promise.
Well, again, that's your special teams. Right now, that's the difference in this football game.
Right. We talked about them all year long and how important it's been.
The offense comes on the field back at our 12. They're down there on that end of the field where our band is up in the corner. Our student section right behind them. Jalen, empty backfield. 2 men left, 3 men right. And they're in that triangle thing. Jalen calls them back over now as they had it covered. Brenton will be on his right hip. Jalen wants the snap. Takes it. Gives it to Brenton. Gets to the 15. Gets knocked down. Actually, they knock him down at the 14. I'm sorry. I thought he had gotten to the 15.
Kind of at this weird angle.
Yeah.
We're sitting now. It makes it a little bit more difficult to see yardage.
He picked up about 2, I think. It'll be 2nd and 8. We're splitting 3-man wide right. Jay Jones, Pringle, and Petrie. We flip-flop Malachi right to left. Jalen into shotgun, Brenton on his right hip. Takes the snap, goes to Brenton again, left side. Bounces all people, gets a block, keeps his feet, gets to the 20, keeps driving, and gets pushed backwards. And now they slam him down back 5 yards behind the play. He got to the 20, but he had to get to about the 22, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2.
I was looking to see
the
player that threw him down come up a little gimpy.
Well, I'm not going to say he deserved it.
Okay.
So 3rd and 2. Massive play here. And
here we go.
All sides Woodward. And that'll give us a 1st down. The War Eagles lined up all sides. The private school made a mistake. So that'll move it up 5, and it'll be a 1st down. Our crowd's going to erupt. And that's a big play.
Yeah.
That moves it out from about the 18 or so, actually from about the 20 out to the 25. But we get a new set of downs with 2:34 on the clock. And the clock will start running. 2-man right. Brenton on his right hip from our 25. Jalen looks at a 5-man front, wide front. Takes the snap. Goes to Brenton again, gets a little bit of a block. 30, drives down to the 31 for 1 split second. There was a hole there, and I thought he was going to crack through it. But he picks up about 6 as it is. And some of the guys slow for Woodward. I was
about to say the same thing, Randy. You're starting to see.
Yeah, we're already lining up. We're already lining up. We're trying to run McDowell off. We're already lined up, but you're right. They were slow to get up. Jalen wants the snap. Takes it. He takes it, throws it, and it was tipped. I think it may have been tipped at the line.
Either way, it was 10 yards behind any receiver.
And Jalen looks at himself and says, okay, that one's on me. We were trying to run tempo, but we couldn't because we had to get a man off the field, and that allowed them to get their defense set. But, yeah, Brian, some of their guys sucking wind down there a little bit. Third.
Oh, you see a lot of hands on hips right now, Randy.
3rd and 4. Big play here. A man wide right, 2 men right. Malachi and Abe left. Brenton on his right hip. He tries to draw him off. It doesn't work. Jalen barks signals, takes the snap, steps back, looks, throws it. Caught Pringle, but they're going to eat him up. 2 yards behind the line. And it'll be 4th down. That just never developed. We were trying to tunnel screen or something. Might have been trying to set the screen up to Brenton over on the far left side, but they had him covered.
If it was a tunnel screen, the tunnel collapsed.
Yeah, you're right.
So now we got a punt.
But we ran some time off the clock.
We did. That's important, too.
96 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And we'll bring Morales in to punt. He'll stand back at his 14. They'll come after him now. Snap a little bit low. It bounces to him. I don't think he was ready for it. Got his foot up under it. And another great kick. He catches the ball. We crack him at the 30.
6, Taiwan.
Taiwan Christopher.
Ooh, like a man on a mission.
Grice did not call a fair catch, and we blasted him again to make it.
And I'm going to tell you what, Woodward is probably regretting not sending the house on that because that ball hit the ground and bounced up.
Yep.
Hayden, and he got that ball out of there.
That's another play that's going to get lost, but that was a fantastic play from Hayden Morales. They give him forward progress up to the 32. I was going to say, what forward progress? So with 76 seconds in the third quarter, we come up. 4-man front for us. Walker in an empty backfield. 3 men right, 2 men left. We sneak up into a 5-man front. He wants the snap. Takes it, drops back. Lots of time. This time he's going to take it and try to run. We chase him. We chase him. He gets to the 35, steps out at about the 40. We push him out of bounds, but he's close to a first down. He picked up about 8.
Yeah, they're going to mark him too short.
Yep, so it'll be 2nd and 2. Good coverage from the secondary.
Yeah, to put pressure on him, at least make him work his way out of bounds.
3-man right, 2-man left. 2nd and 2, ball at their 40. Walker in a shotgun. We're in a wide 4-man front. He barks at his line. Wants the snap. Takes it straight back. Throws it quickly across the middle. Caught at the 50-yard line, and we knock him down there. D had to knock him down. That was 0 or a 2 from the far left side. That was Farrington, who was in the slot over here to the left, and they get the first down. Clock goes under a minute in the third quarter. 35-14, Thomas County Central. Woodward, but again, being very methodical.
Yeah.
Not taking any deep shots. That's coming, though. You know it is. Walker in a shotgun. 3-man right, 2-man left. He wants the snap. Yells at the line. Takes it straight back with pressure. We bounce off of him, and he's got a wide open field in front of him. 45, 40, 35. Caleb comes up slow. He runs it all the way down to our 36. We had a shot.
Yeah.
We ran by him on the blitz.
You had a hand on him.
And he moves it all the way down to your 36-yard line. So here comes Woodward. 2-man right, 3-man left. Could we step in front of something here? Walker yells at his line. 4-man front for us. Empty backfield. Snap. Double pumps. Throws it over here to the left side on the ground. Tried to hit Grice. Yes, incomplete, and that'll stop the clock with 29 seconds. Tried to throw it out here on that quick hitter to Grice, and it hit the ground. It'll be 2nd and 10. Yeah, the moment we missed that blitz tackle, again, the right side of the field was wide open.
And that's the thing. You risk it when you blitz like out, and it's important you pick him up. And you had him, you just missed the tackle.
That's it. So now Farrington will be on his right hip, 2nd and 10 from our 36. Walker, 2-man left, 2-man right. 4-man front for us. We shift that line. He barks at the line, wants the snap. Takes it, steps back with a blitz coming. He throws it high and out of bounds. He had to get rid of it again. We are sending the house, Brian, almost every play.
I don't know, the goal here is just wear the offensive line down as much as we can get them more down, but they are having to earn every second.
Well, and again, we're doing corner blitzes, linebacker blitzes, safety blitzes. It's coming from all directions.
Yeah, everybody's coming in.
So 3rd and 10. By the way, that was Bettis they were trying to hit along their sidelines. He just threw it too tall and out of bounds. So 3rd and 10 at our 36, and I'm sure they're in 4-down territory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Walker in a shotgun. Farrington on his right hip, 2-man right, 2-man left. Could we step in front of one? No, that's that's 7. That's Griffin Marshall, the passing quarterback. Takes the snap, drops back, throws it high, tipped up and out of bounds. Rubo got a hand on it.
Excellent play that time by Rubo. He jumped up as the pass was getting over his head and just put a little bit of a tip on it that threw the whole completion out of sorts because he didn't have a beat on it.
And it'll be 4th and 10, and they will go for it. So at least to this point, the down of the night. They leave 7, Griffin Marshall, who is the quarterback. He's the throwing quarterback. He'll still be in there, and the Thomas County crowd rocks. 2-man right, 2-man left. Come on, defense. Farrington on his right hip. Quarterback wants the snap. And he bent down, and they acted like they were going to snap.
Well, let's see what they call.
That's on them.
Yeah, the center moved.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The center moved. That's got to be a procedure penalty. Their entire middle of their defensive line moved. I mean, the offensive line moved. He wanted the snap. The center bucked as he bucked. And when he bucked, there it is right there, they're moving.
It may be encroachment.
We were running toward the line. Let's see what the call is here. They're going to call it on us. You watch this.
Oh, yeah, but he's on.
No, false start.
Whoa.
On Woodward. And that'll back him up. It's 4th and 15 now, and that changes things. That could have been a call on us. We were running toward the line of scrimmage, and that thing where you instigate movement on the offensive line, you can't do that. But they said they were moving before that, so now 4th and 15 in the play of the night. Come on, Thomas County, make some noise down there. Marshall in a shotgun. Empty backfield, 3-man left, 2-man right. He wants the snap, takes it straight back. He's got time, throws it high down the field. Colt, touchdown! On a 4th and 15. And it's 35-20. He found Grice. Just a straight post pattern right down the field. And he had time.
That was a large part of it, Randy. He didn't have the pressure on him. We missed a tackle right there when he called it, and it was off to the races.
And they'll try an extra point to cut it back to 14. I hope you didn't expect anything different. And now, again, 88, Hanges, senior kicker, waiting for the snap. Snap good, set down kick. It's good. It's 35-21. We'll take a break and be right back here on Yellow Jacket Football. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Jamie Maters, so close, but we just could not make the stop there, and give them credit.
Yeah, Randy, I think somehow he got looked there, and, oh, man, I thought we had Reddick. I mean, yeah, D. Reddick there to make the tackle, but he missed it.
Yeah.
Good play by them.
Yep. You have to give him credit, Brian. Just give him credit.
When you put your best man on him, that's just part of it.
That's all you can do.
And he just made a play. So that's all. It's just football. It's the state championship. It's going to happen. Now it's important on how you respond right here. Let's see if they try to do a squib again.
Only 13 seconds left in the third quarter. 35-21 now in a game that's turned into a shootout. But you still have a 14-point lead. And again, Hanges has it teed up. Last time he did that little squib thing that almost worked, where they were going to try to run up under it. Malachi put the fire out. He'll run up to it. High, deep kick this time. D. Reddick takes it at the 5. Right side to the 15, to the 20. D to the 25. Gets a little bit of a block, pushed out at the 27. So that's where we'll have it with 8 seconds. And they'll say he stepped out. Actually, they'll spot him at the 30. So a good return.
Yeah, good return that time. You need to see how you respond here. You know, of course, you got 8 seconds left in the third quarter. If you can eat some chunk of time from that fourth quarter clock and get some points here, it's huge.
Well, one of the things, too, that's been interesting is that Woodward has been very deliberate with these drives, with these offensive drives. There haven't been many deep shots.
And no sense of hurry either.
Yeah, no urgency. So your offense, it'll come back on the field. Jalen Johnson, the sophomore. Brenton will be back behind him. 3 guys wadded up to the right side here. We're on the far right hash. Jalen in that shotgun. Takes the snap, goes to Brenton, tries to run up the middle, gets hit and dives down to the 35, and that'll be the last play of the third quarter. Your fourth quarter of the 6A state championship coming up. You lead at 35-21. Say a prayer, Thomas County. We'll be back after these messages here on Yellow Jacket Football. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Randy Young along with Brian Davis. Up in the booth, Jamie Maters along the sidelines. Thanks for tuning in. 1 quarter of action to go. They'll give Brenton a pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 when we come back in. But Brian, one of the things we talked about in pregame that's going to be something to watch here as this 4th quarter begins. They've got several guys going both ways. And we already saw some instances where they had some guys slow getting up and getting to the line of scrimmage.
Your Yellow Jackets have really, in the 4th quarter, separated themselves above all the competition so far by their conditioning alone. This is when the difference will be made here. You got depth and you got numbers on them. Can you take it to their advantage? And will they slow down a little bit here in this 4th quarter? But you got to execute. You got to execute. Run the ball if you can, and just execute. Get your first downs. Let's get down this field.
Brenton again picked up 6 yards on that first down play. It'll be 2nd down and 4 whenever they let us get back onto the field and go. They're showing scenes of the crowd. I guess whatever commercials they were supposed to run has been over with, and now the red hat guy, who is the timekeeper, the gatekeeper for the television stuff, will finally step off the field, I guess. 35-21, 12 minutes left. Somebody's going to walk out of here a state champion. Your offense runs onto the field. Jalen Johnson will have Brenton over on his left hip. We've got Abe and Pringle left. Got to get it to the 40 for the first. Woodward in a wide 5-man front. They sneak up a guy on the far right side. Jalen claps the hand and looks to the right side to get signals. Yells at his line. Opening play of the 4th quarter. Takes it. Goes to Brenton. Runs. Bounces off people. Gets down to about the 39. He's about a yard away from it. Linebacker came up and took his legs out from under him. 3rd down and about 1. We run that heavy package in. Brenton on his right hip. We need a yard. Jalen wants the snap. Takes it. He's going to keep it, run it. Jalen about 3 yards, but he got the first down. 4 or 5 red shirts sling him down, but he got the first down. He had to get to the 40, and he made it to the 41. So first down, Yellow Jackets.
Sponsored by Silvis Ambrose Lincoln & Co. Where winning is no accident. 228-99-99. As always, a big thank you to our friends at Silvis Ambrose Lincoln & Co. for sponsoring your first down of every quarter this season.
Ball at our 41. Jalen in the shotgun, and the clock runs. Brenton on his left hip. We run Malachi from left to right. 3-man split left. They're in a wide 5-man front. He takes the snap, goes to Brenton. No blocking, tries to get outside. 45, Brenton, across the 50, down to the 46, Trey Brenton. And guys slow to get up. 2 guys from Woodward just scraping themselves off the field, but Brenton picked up a first down.
This is the 3rd quarter stats right here, Randy. They've run 59 plays for 286. We've run 33 for 246.
Brenton on his left hip at their 47. Takes the snap, goes to Brenton. Up the middle! Brenton to the 40, keeps driving across the 40, down to about the 38. Now we've got a scrum. Our lineman push, and he gets about 8, almost 10. And wow. Trey Brenton over.
That's a first down.
And over again. And the 4th quarter, what is it about that young man?
That's his time.
Down to their 37. Jalen lines him up. Brenton on his right hip. We flip-flop Malachi left to right and send Abe in motion from left to right. 2-man left, Abe far right. Jalen wants the snap. Now he sends Pringle in motion. We fake it to Pringle. He steps back, looks, throws it. Malachi 10, 3, 2, 1, touchdown. Malachi Thomas.
And a little post over the middle. He beat everybody. There was nobody around him. Perfect pitch and catch by your quarterback, Jalen Johnson. So poised. Hits his mark. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets, baby. What execution.
What a play design.
Man.
We ran a man in motion.
We lulled them to sleep, Randy, running it. They crept up.
We ran Abe in motion, and then we ran Pringle in motion. The safeties had to move to the far right side, and we ran Malachi from the tight end to the left into the opening, and it is 41-21. And Renault will try an extra point. Waiting for the snap to Morales. Snap's good, kick up, and it is good. 42-21. Let's take a break. On the pride of Thomas County, this is Central Yellow Jacket Football. Back to Mercedes-Benz. Jamie Majors. What a fantastic play design from the Yellow Jacket coaches.
Randy, we kind of
Turn toward me here, Jamie.
Yeah,
I got you.
the run
Go ahead, I got you. I can hear you.
kind of low
Yep.
the running game, and then turned around and when they put Pringle in motion, everybody shifted down and just forgot about the tight end. And man, I'm telling you, Malachi knows what to do with one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. The entire play, Brian, was moving to the right, and their entire defensive unit had to respect that. We ran Malachi directly against that motion, and he found the opening in the middle of the field.
Just like the water's parted, and there's a white shirt streaking over the middle.
And Jalen Johnson.
Man.
And now we will kick
I don't even know
off.
if he could even drive yet.
What's that?
I don't even think he can drive yet.
Talking about Jalen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. 42-21 here, 10:33 on the clock. So we'll kick off to them again. My goodness. But I'll tell you this, O'Brien. Once again, your team had an opportunity to fold under all the sequence of events. They didn't even blink.
No,
they didn't even blink.
They did what they needed to do. They marched right down the field behind Trey Brent, and then as soon as, like Jamie said, you lull them to sleep with the run game, and then you hit them over the middle, and just like that, you got 7 more on the board.
Renault will kick off. Well, the thing is, you got to respect that. We're Brent.
Absolutely.
2 men back deep for Woodward. Renault has it teed up. Right-footed kicker will run up to it. Foot up under it, high. Deep kick toward the corner. Caught it about the 3. Woodward runs to the left side. We're going to crack him at the 12. Oh! Malachi. No, it was Malachi. Malachi Thomas.
Man. That was like hitting a bus.
Danielle Jester was down there too, but Malachi led the charge and just blasted him. And they will start at about their 14-yard line. 10:28 on the clock. Malachi Thomas. Oh, my goodness. I tell you what, you got a bunch of guys that are making a play for that MVP thing here. So here's Woodward. Walker back at his 14. Could we step in front of one? They hadn't made a mistake in a long time. Empty backfield, 3 men right, 2 men left. He wants the snap, takes it, drops back. He's got pressure across the middle. Caught at the 20. We knock him down at the 22.
That time, the stripes helped us.
Yeah, the official was kind of running a screen as the ball reception, as the receiver was trying to catch it. The official was right in front of him.
Running through him. I hate to tell you.
Yeah, you're right. Picked up 9 on that quick hitter right across the middle. But you see what they're doing now.
Oh, I see.
They're getting rid of the ball quick to get that, to kind of negate that defensive pressure. But the clock is under 10 minutes. They can take as much time as they want to. Walker splits them all out. 3 men right, 2 men left. Empty backfield. We're in a 3-man front. Still taking forever. 5, 4. He wants the snap. Takes it. Drops back with pressure. We're chasing him. He bounces off of us. Looking down the field. Zeke chases him. He throws it. Catches it at about the 32. They're going to say he caught it.
Boy, I'm going to tell you what now.
That's a heck of a catch.
That was a collegiate.
Wait. Hold it.
Oh, okay.
They just called a hold on them. I don't know if our fans realize it because we think that they completed the pass down here, but the head official just called a hold.
When they held Rumo going through the middle of it.
So that'll back them up. They still haven't moved the ball back. What are the officials doing here? Now they'll move it back. For one split second, I thought they were going to spot it up here at the 32. And I was going to sick Jamie on them. 10-yard penalty moves it back to the 13, so it'll be second down and 12. Did you see Zeke Bogan chasing that quarterback? Now the lights dim. The lights have dimmed in the stadium.
Good gravy. Yeah.
What just happened? The lights have gone down.
Did we not pay the power bill?
I'll bet you $50 they had these things on an 11:30 timer.
Yep.
And the lights have gone down to next to nothing. And everybody's got their phones out now with the lights on. And this game is going to be put on hold with 9:32 on the clock. Now, I would assume
they're LEDs, and they should be able to come right back up.
Somebody just needs to go get the light controller and just turn them up. Where's Casey Massey? Casey can break that code. Yeah, our Yellow Jacket guys, again, the crowd's going nuts, and now more lights are going off.
Somebody better find out what's going on quick, otherwise we're going to win the don't.
Now the lights are up. Here we go. Now the lights are back up.
All right.
For one split second.
And all of a sudden, everybody had flashbacks.
Yeah. Everybody's thinking, okay, Thomasville, here we go.
Yeah. Thank goodness for LEDs.
And all you guys that remember the Thomasville game when the lights went out, it ended up being a game changer.
Man.
We had the Dogs on their heels, and that gave them a chance to catch their breath, but these were only down for about a minute.
not an hour.
Not an hour, that's right. And we didn't have to call Iowa to get them turned back on. Second down and 12. Can somebody step in front of a pass? Walker in a shotgun. 3-man right, a man left. Farrington on his left hip. We shift the line. He wants the snap. Takes it. Steps back with pressure. Throws it across the middle. There he is again. Grice at the 30. Down to the 35. We chase him and stab him out at the 37. Straight across the middle.
It is the same route with him every time. That man right there sees slant routes in his sleep. He is unbelievable, and I don't know how he comes through with but there's not a white shirt around him every time.
Pickup of 30. Out to the 42.
If they do this every time, it's going to be a basketball game.
3-man right, a man left. Farrington on his right hip. Walker wants the snap. Takes it. He's going to go to Farrington up the middle, and Zeke just grabs him and slams him down after a yard and a half. Zeke's helmet comes off, so he'll have to come out.
Woodson comes in.
Yeah, Woodson will come in. Zeke, who's played one heck of a football game, the whole defense has, will have to come out for a play. Clock at 9:17. Why is the clock not running? Now they'll run it. Walker steps back into a shotgun. 3-man right, man left. Farrington on his left hip. 2nd and 8. He sends Grice in motion from right to left. He wants the snap, takes it, steps back. Cam gets him and eats him up. Cam Brooks back at the 35. A loss of about 7. And that is sack number 7.
Man.
Cam just whipped the right tackle. Yeah, and Woodson was in there with him too. 3rd down now and 17. Come on, defense. 3-man right, 2 men left. Walker in an empty backfield. They got to get it to our 48. He wants the snap, barks at his line. Takes it, steps back. Cam's chasing him down again. Cam bounces off of him. Grabs him! Cam Brooks! Cam Brooks! Cam Brooks!
He held his short tail the whole time and finally reeled him in like a big old largemouth bass reindeer and took him down.
Down to the 22.
Have yourself a night, young man. Wow.
A loss of about 12 or so, and they will have to punt. Cam would not let him go. 2 sacks in a row from the sophomore. And now Pringle will drop back to our 40. 7:48 on the clock, waiting for the snap to the punter. He stands at his 10. Snap a little low, gets his foot up under it, high kick. Pringle calls for the fair catch. They bounce into him, and no call there. Isn't he supposed to have 2 yards?
A halo, supposed to.
Jamie Mader's on the sideline, your defense. Cam Brooks, over and over and over again. Come on down here, Jamie. Go ahead.
I said,
yeah, you're not kidding. Go ahead.
And it looks 12 keeps getting open across the middle. It looks like they're running a pick play and picking our guy coming across the middle. I keep wondering, there's no run that wide.
That's a good observation. There's got to be something helping to get him open. And I think we got a TV timeout. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, he's on the field.
7:35 on the clock. We'll take a break. 30 seconds here. Stay tuned. This is Yellow Jacket Football. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. 4 hours from Thomas County. You lead at 42-21 with 7:35 on the clock. And your defense, led by sophomore Cam Brooks, makes 2 sacks in a row, and now your offense will come back on the field, Brian Davis.
Man, I'm going to tell you, you talked about how important it was just to respond in this second half, and you have responded.
Over and over.
Time and time again. When they scored on the most bogus way to march down the field like they did with a yellow flag in tow, your defense bows it back on the next time they get it, but your offense responded right after and went right down the field, and it set the tone.
I hope you folks at home that are watching the Georgia Public Television broadcast can see all of this Thomas County crowd. I'm not kidding you. Half of Thomas County is in this building, and they are showing out. And Jalen Johnson now, the sophomore, at R40 with 7:35 on the clock. Brenton on his right hip. Woodward in a wide 5-man front. Jalen takes the snap, goes to Brenton. 40 Brenton, 45 Brenton, 50 Brenton, 45, 40, 35, 30. Flags fly. They're going to push him out at about the 10, but flags fly. Yep, there's going to be a hole back here. You're right. Trey Brenton bounced off the left side of the line, and the thing is, the flag was thrown as the play was long gone past it. And that'll put us right back at the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 again. Brenton's going to come out. Ponder will go in. Yeah, they called it. And again, what's so aggravating about that, the play was long past where they threw the flag. So that'll move it back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 1st down and 10. Actually, they'll say we get a yard.
Oh, okay.
So 1st down and 9. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Trey Brenton said, I ran 105 yards for 1 yard.
Yeah. So they get a Ferrari gift wrap, and we get a Tonka toy.
Oh, well, the Hot Wheels missing a wheel.
Missing 3 wheels. Yeah, a little teeny thing. Anyway, it'll be 1st and 9. Now, Ahmad Ponder has come in because Brenton needed to catch his breath, which I understand that. Jalen runs the offensive line up. Ponder on his right hip. Woodward's not set. He takes the snap, goes to Ponder, left side. Ponder drives down to the 41. Picked up about maybe a foot, if that.
Yeah, if that.
And again, look at the slow guys for Woodward getting up. 0, scraping himself up off the field. That's London Merritt, a big 235 defensive end. 2nd down and 9.
And the thing about it is we're not going to run hurry up because we want to just milk this clock for all it's worth to get this thing sewed up.
Under 7 minutes, 6:57, 6:56. You lead it by 21, 42-21, and it has been a complete game from offense, defense, and special teams. But you got to close it out. Johnson with 5 seconds on the play clock. Brenton's back in there. He takes the snap, goes to Brenton, bounces all people up the middle across the 45. Brenton down to about the 49, and I think he's right on top of it. He's going to be about a yard short. He put both hands over the ball and tucked his head down. Went between left guard and tackle, picked up about 8. 3rd down and a yard. Clock at 6:24, 6:23, 6:22. Counting down here. 42-21 Yellow Jackets. We run the big package in now. Again, we need about a 1.5 feet. Jalen quickly lines him up. Malachi at tight end right side. Woodward trying to get set. He takes the snap. Jalen 4-3. Yeah, he got the 1st down. He needed about a 1.5 feet, and he got about 4 yards.
That was a good run by Jalen. Got behind a couple
of look at this. Look at all the guys having to get helped up for Woodward.
They're falling apart.
They've got 2 injuries down there in the middle of the field. And we will take an injury timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds here. 42-21 Yellow Jackets. Stay tuned. This is Yellow Jacket Football. Back to Mercedes-Benz, and Andrew Hines, who had to be scraped off the field by 3 trainers, gets up and runs off the field.
What can you say?
I don't know. We're in Atlanta. That's all I know to say. But you know what? It's 42-21, and we sit at their 47 with the first down. And we are about to line up, boys, and tsunami them. Jalen in that huddle talking to that senior-laden offensive line. Down at their 47, the clock will run. Under 6 minutes. Play clock at 30, and we are just going to let it run. Abe and Pringle will split out wide right, 25-24, counting down on that play clock. We're just letting it run. Woodward, they're not calling any timeouts. Now, they've still got all 3 of them. Jalen just stands there and watches it. In about 10 seconds or so, we're going to run them up. Now we go. Again, with 10 seconds. Brenton on his right hip. Jalen claps the hand, takes the snap, goes to Brenton. Up the middle, Brenton bounces off people, keeps driving down to about the 42. Picked up about 6 or so, running straight up the middle. Got himself 6 at second.
Watch the seconds tick by.
Yeah, I was going to say, Woodward again, what can they do?
Yeah, they call timeouts if they want to, but this is just like you stepping on somebody.
Well, it's like an iceberg.
Yeah.
It moves slow, but you can't stop it. Play clock at 15. Game clock at 4:50 and counting down. With 13 seconds, Jalen will run them up there. 10, 9, 8, 7. We get in position. Brenton on his left hip. Jalen wants the snap. Gives it to Brenton. They bounce off of him. This time they hit him, and he pushes forward to about the 40. Picked up maybe a yard, if that, but the clock will continue to run. And it'll be under 4 minutes when we snap this ball here, Brian. Play clock at 32 seconds. Game clock at 4:23. It's third down and about 3.5. We're in 4-down territory, too.
Yeah.
23, 22, 20, 19, 18. Look at Trey Brenton. He's patting himself on the chest and saying, give it to me. Give me the ball. That's what he did at Marist last week.
And he got
10.
They just dealt with an angry monster.
Yeah, McDowell up in front of him as a blocker. Jalen takes the snap. He's got Brenton as a blocker left side. Jalen, 35, Jalen, 30, 25, 20, down to the 15, Jalen Johnson. He faked it to Brenton up the middle. They had to respect that. And the sophomore bounced outside and gets it into their 15. 3:49 on the clock. That's what we were talking about a minute ago, remember?
Everybody was expecting 23, and then 11 goes around outside touched.
Man, now that he is figuring that out, I'm ready to start next season.
You ain't lying.
My gosh.
We're closer.
Yeah, you're right. Play clock down to 9, 8. They say he stepped out of bounds, so the game talks at 3:49. He takes the snap, goes to Brenton. Left side, Brenton. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Trey Brenton. Touchdown, Trey Brenton. Right up the middle. And it is 48-21. And Thomas County can begin to smell it. Listen to this crowd. Renault will try an extra point. That may seal it, boys. We snapped the ball. Their defense wasn't even set.
They are gassed.
Yep.
They are done.
Waiting for the snap to Morales. Snap good. Kick up strong, and it is good. 49-21. Let's take a break. Right here on the Pride of Thomas County, this is Central Yellow Jacket football. Mark Lastinger messaged me, run the veer. Back to Mercedes-Benz. Jamie Maters, walk down here to this side so I can talk to you.
I'm coming.
49-21. Jamie, they are gassed.
Yeah. Off the Trey Brenton. Man, what a great job of just taking care of the football, and you can tell every play they not wanting to get off the field.
Yeah.
And the thing about it was is they weren't even getting set, ready to take us
No.
off. They were
No.
just huddled around, just
Trying
trying
to
to suck in some oxygen.
Yep, just trying to catch their breath. And now with 3:44 on the clock, the Woodward crowd is gone. And Thomas County has not budged. As Drew Renault has it teed up. Right-footed kicker will run up to it. A kind of a squibbing thing that bounces off of them, bounces down to about the 25. They're going to dive on it down at the 24. Kind of a line drive squibber.
I don't know if he mishit it or what, but he was holding his leg like his leg was cramping.
Or something.
That was Renault that was doing that.
Yeah. But as it is, it worked. Because it's got him down inside their 25-yard line. I don't know if he mishit or not, but again, it worked. And now they've got their throwing quarterback in, Griffin Marshall. So they're going to load up and try to chunk it here. Where's D. Reddick? I haven't seen D for a while, as a matter of fact.
He's right there.
Yep, you're right. Down at their 24, Marshall in a shotgun. He's got a blocker on his right hip. 3-man right, a man left. He wants the snap. Takes it. Hands it to Farrington, running him left side. Gets him to the 35. We're going to hit him and knock him down at about the 37 or so. And they're running the ball.
Yeah.
But that's okay. They get the first down. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. But the clock is at 3:30. 49-21. Thomas County Central. A complete performance here. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching, the whole 9 yards. A program victory. Yep. Clock runs, 3:25, 3:24. This crowd over here of the blue and gold side, all the Thomas County folks are standing up. 3-man right, a man left. Marshall in the shotgun. He wants the snap. We shift the line. Takes it. He's going to give it to him again, trying to get him outside. We'll push him out of bounds at about the 45. They're just content to eat chunks of yards and move it down the field and stop the clock getting it out of bounds. 3:03 on the clock. I don't want to say that's a hoisting a white flag, but running the ball when you're down 49-21 is not what you think you'd see.
It's 28 points.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just difficult to come back on. So
Marshall
just keeping the ball and doing something with it.
Marshall in his shotgun takes the snap with 3-man right. He's got pressure, throws it across the middle, incomplete. Tried to hit 4. Again, that was Jerome Bettis Jr. on that slant. Slant. That time incomplete. Caleb Anderson blitzing off the left end. He had to get rid of it. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 2:59. Ball sits at about our 47. They'll huddle it up. As far as your Thomas County Farm Bureau MVP here tonight, my gosh, guys. Walter Reddick. How can you not?
A man that's got that many sacks on the night and a block punt. I don't know how you don't give it.
Well, they bring the running quarterback back in, and he will run it. Rubo's going to grab him and knock him down basically on the line. They tried to run that quarterback draw, and that didn't work. Rubo sniffed it out.
He is just playing. All your Yellow Jackets tonight have played lights out. They have done so good. Your wide receivers have executed by getting open. Your quarterback has just really, really blossomed tonight with being able to run and be able to pass. And just executed so well. So
Landon Walker, the running quarterback in the shotgun, 225, 224, 2-man right. Actually, a man wide left, 3-man right. He takes the snap, dropping back with pressure, loads up, throws it down there high, catches it at the 20. We're going to push him out of bounds at about the 15. They're going to say he's going to run in.
He kept his feet.
He did keep his feet, and he got in. That was 13. Josiah Abdullah. So it's 49-27 with 2:11 on the clock. They just chunked it down here deep and got it behind us. But again, you've got a 21, if they get the extra point, 21-point lead, but only 2:11 on the clock. So they will try an onside kick. They'll line up for an extra point. I don't want to say it's over because, I mean,
I'm not comfortable until I see all
stranger things have happened. They'll line up for the extra point. Snap good, set down, kick up. It's strong, and it's good. 49-28. We'll take a break and be right back. Stay tuned. This is Yellow Jacket football. Back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. 2:11 left on the clock, 49-28. The lights have gone off. We've already had some Christmas presents handed out here. And right now, they'll be lining up and trying an onside kick, and we have got the hands team out there. Taiwan Christopher, D. Reddick, Trey Brenton, Malachi, Pringle, Cam Brooks. We got, I think that's Ahmad Ponder down there. Reddick's down there with them. Is that Jermaine Jr. down here?
17, that's Dennis Jr.
So they've got it lined up. Hanges, the senior kicker, will try to run up to it, and now they blow the whistle.
Well, did the lights do something?
We called timeout.
Okay.
Justin Rogers calls timeout. We'll keep it right here.
I guess that was the video board changing. I saw the lights kind of, I was like, oh, Lord, don't tell me again. You know, and look at the ad, Musco Lighting.
Well, and I want to thank everybody here at Mercedes-Benz. They have been just as nice and as friendly and as hospitable as they could possibly be.
Yeah, we had zero problems being able to get in, being able to get the passes and stuff, be able to in. And I'll tell you what, it's weird being in a place like this and walking around with a pass, because you think at any moment someone's going to say, hey, you're not supposed to be here.
Nope.
But nobody does.
Nope.
Because you got a pass like you're supposed to. I guess where you're supposed to be, and this booth is awesome. Man,
well, you got to understand, this isn't a Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
This isn't a Falcons game. So for them,
well, I wouldn't be here for either.
Well, 10,000 or 12,000 fans in here isn't exactly what they consider big.
Yeah.
But they've just been as nice as they could be. For us, it's huge. And now we'll line up again for the onside kick. Hanges is on the far left hash. We shift our guys around. We got 10 guys within 20 yards of the ball. Jermaine Dennis by himself back here all the way at the 15, but we're expecting an onside kick. Hanges gets the signal, runs up to it. Right foot, kind of a high squibbing thing, is going to bounce down there and goes out of bounds. So we've got the ball at the 35. That is not what they meant to do. But your offense is going to come onto the field with 2:11 on the clock. And this crowd from Thomas County again begins to smell it just a little bit. With a 21-point lead and 131 seconds on the clock, and that's it. That'll move it up to the 35 is where we should have it if they call the procedure penalty, which is what they should do, and I guess they will. Offensive team down around the coaches. Woodward Academy, you kind of have to tip your cap to them a little bit, Brian. They fought back. Although, again,
never going away.
They got some early Christmas presents.
You've been up by 21, and they stayed right there in it, and it has felt closer all night than any time on the scoreboard. And just, I'm going to tell you, but they're stacked with athletes, too. Some of that, every child on this team, young man,
is handpicked.
A purpose in being there.
Yeah.
They're totally handpicked.
Jalen in a shotgun, Brenton behind him. Two-man right, we flip-flop Malachi and McDowell from left to right. Jalen wants the snap, takes it. And now I think they're going to call us for procedure.
Goodness.
And that'll back us up 5. Yep. So it'll be 1st and 15. A little bit of confusion with our alignment there. Well, again, against the hand-picked guys here from up here in Atlanta, you've brought a bunch of guys from Pavo, Metcalf, Boston, Barwick, Meigs, Oclockney. Take your pick. All of Thomas County is represented here in this blue and gold, and you're going to wrap up an early Christmas present for Thomas County and bring home a state championship. Not in 4A, not in 5A, in 6A. Jalen in a shotgun. Flip-flops McDowell and Malachi from left to right. Takes the snap, goes to Brenton. Brenton bounces all people, gets to the 35, keeps his feet, and gets down to about the 36. Actually, to the 35. Got back to the original line of scrimmage, but look at the clock. Goes under 2 minutes. A minute 58, a minute 57, minute 55. Counting down here. And Thomas County Central is going to do something that Coach Ed Pilcher would approve of. You're going to equal that 1997 team that went 15-0. And nobody thought that that would be equaled, but this bunch has done it. Jalen in a shotgun. Brenton on his left hip. Gives it to him. Bounces all people. Brenton, 45, down to the 49. That should do it. It's a first down to the 49, and that should do it.
Woodward has the ball.
What? They're going to say it fell out of his hands? Is that what they're saying? You got to be kidding me.
They're going to, let's see.
Yeah, they're showing the replay. Brenton staggering. No, they knocked it out of there.
He lost it.
They snatched it out of his hands as he was trying to be pulled down. They'll have it at the 50. With only 78 seconds on the clock.
This thing won't go away.
No, it won't end. They run somebody in off the sidelines.
It's almost tomorrow.
I was going to say, we're almost at midnight. They've got 17, Walker, the running quarterback in there, but only 78 seconds. The ball's at the 50. Three-man right, a man left. He takes the snap, dropping back. He's going to try to run. We hit him. We're chasing him down. D. Reddick pulls him down to the 45. D's helmet comes off, and the clock continues to run. They stop the clock.
Because D's helmet come off.
Yep. D's helmet came off. He's going to have to come off. But only 66 seconds left on the clock. But your Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets have come to Atlanta, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and are going to come back home with a state championship. Walker in the shotgun. The clock runs now. 55, 54. Empty backfield. He takes the snap. Dropping back. Cam chases him. Now he's running to the left. He's looking, loads up, just throws it down there deep. There's nobody there. He overthrew everybody by 20 yards. That'll stop the clock with 43 seconds. It took you 33 years to get the first one. It's been 27 years since the last one. But make no mistake about it, a state championship is coming home to Thomas County.
You've earned it.
No question.
You've earned it. You have battled. You have persevered. And this championship is not just for this team. This is for all the teams in the past that struggled.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Let me get this play in, and I want to share that. Walker in the shotgun, empty backfield. He wants the snap on 3rd and 15. Dropping back. Cam knocks it out of his hand. It's on the ground. Rubo picks it up, but they're going to say that it was an incomplete pass. Rubo could have run it in. Cam knocked it out of his hands. This state championship is for Eric Walden. This state championship is for Ant McLeod and Debrell Smiley and Adam Choice and Austin Bryant and Callias Williams and Jamie Palmer and Sam Brown and Tyler Floyd and all those players that came in between what we had in those glory days of the 90s and the early 2000s and what you've got now. The king is back on the throne. The Thomas County Central Yellow Jacket program is back where it belongs, on top. 4th down and 14. And what may be the last shot for Woodward. Walker in a shotgun. 3-man right, a man left. We run up into a 5-man front. We're going to come after him, Brian. Waiting for the snap to him. Our crowd comes up. He takes the snap. Dropping back across the middle, little slant thing again. They got the first down. Can you believe that? Down to about the 36 with 22 seconds on the clock. Slants all night, huh?
I'm telling you, I'm going to see them in my sleep.
They may have time for a couple of more plays. Somewhere, somehow, I tell you, Ed Pilcher with his ringside seat to this, has Eric Walden sitting right by him, and they are both grinning and high-fiving right now. Walker takes that snap, dropping back. He loads up, throws it down there deep, up in the air, almost intercepted. Oh, my gosh.
Dennis Jr. almost.
At the 8 and 13 seconds on the clock. And look at Walker. He's cramping. The quarterback's cramping. He tries to make it over to the sideline to talk to his coach. And listen to the crowd from Thomas County. They know there's only 2 more plays in this thing. You lead at 49-28. 2 men left, 3 men right. Down at our 36. Walker in a shotgun. We're in a wide 3-man front, but watch us come after him here. He takes the snap. Here we come. Throws it across the middle. Caught at the 25. We're going to hit him and knock him down at the 12. But there's only 6 seconds on the clock. And now Taiwan holding his right hip. He hit hard as he was making the tackle. He can't get up at the 12. But we'll keep it right here. Jamie Mater's down there. This is special. Step this way, Jamie.
Yep.
There we go. Now I got you.
This is, man, I'm going to tell you, this is awesome now. Looks like, let's see if we can get Taiwan up. Man.
Yeah, he's sitting up there, pulling him up.
Looks like he might have took a shot in that hip.
Yeah. He did.
Wow.
But Jamie, how special is this?
This is awesome. Man, I don't need. Man, I tell you, it's
well, it's a return.
I was a lot younger in '96 when my brother won championships with Thomas County Central. So I remember the way it felt, and it feels the same way, Randy.
Yeah,
It's awesome, and it's awesome that these Jacket fans can feel this and feel this again. So. Oh, man, it's just been a long time.
Yep.
So,
well, and that's
we can taste it now.
That's one of the things that we've been saying, and personally, I'm so thankful that the younger folks in Thomas County get to experience, like you guys, because you've heard us talk about those glory days forever. And at some point in time, Justin Rogers made the comment when he took this job that this was not a rebuild. This was a return. And that is precisely what he and his assistant coaching staff have done.
They have returned it in a mighty way in a 2-year time. A 2-year time, you take a team
27-1
from their worst loss
ever
to now an undefeated state championship in a classification higher than you had any business playing.
2 classifications higher. You're a 4A team playing in 6A. Walker in a shotgun with 6 seconds left. This may be the last play. He sends a man in motion. That's Grice, of course. He takes the snap, dropping back with pressure. We're going to hit him. He throws it towards the end zone, and it's incomplete, and it's over.
Finally. You're bringing a trophy back home to Thomas County where it belongs.
Your 2023 Class 6A champions. The Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets undefeated at 15-0. Can you believe it, Thomas County? Say a prayer, Thomas County, of thanks for what we have seen from this team, from this program, from this community. And I'm going to tell you, if anybody has any doubt about the state of this program, look in these stands. This place is packed with Thomas County.
And blowing horns.
And Justin Rogers, in only his 2nd year, has won the state championship. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and do a very quick real estate and realty. That's what I'm looking for. Post-game show. After the stroke of midnight in Atlanta, 49-28 Yellow Jackets. Stay tuned. This is Yellow Jacket football.